Um, why don't you just get a long-term contract, then ask for?
Okay, they won't give me long-term contracts. They're only giving me 1-year rolling contracts.
Oh, that sucks.
And they will not let me get badges. Even though I've got the money now, they won't let me get badges. So I'm stuck on this team.
That's unfortunate. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I mean, and I've read about other people who are like, this game is absolutely hopeless when it comes to doing low level management server journeyman saves. Because if you don't give yourself at least one badge at the start, you end up getting, like
And
I took the lowest possible division that was playable, and I made lots of divisions playable, don't get me wrong.
mm,
But I'm like, that's okay, I'll just get a couple badges and then I can move up. But they won't let me get badges. And the reason in the game is because if they let me get badges, I might leave the team.
I
That,
mean, to be
that,
fair,
that
on
shouldn't
their
be in the
end,
game.
it's no. You don't think so?
And if it has to be in the game, then what they need to add, and I've seen this suggestion a bajillion times, is they need to let you get coaching badges during the summer on your own dime.
Okay, yes, that's fair.
Because
That's
that's
fair.
not in the game. Because yeah,
I
during
agree that that should be in the game. If your board isn't going to let you do it, you should be able.
yeah,
You should at least be allowed to do it.
pursue
And
them on
if I
yourself.
remember
Yeah.
correctly, you used to be able to do that.
I don't
You
remember
used
that
to
ever
be
being a
able.
thing. I know that it's a
No.
suggestion that's on forums everywhere that you
Hmm.
should be able to do it. It's like either during your off season or while you're unemployed, you should be able to get badges on your own time.
Yeah. I wonder if there should be some sort of assessment in order to get badges. Another thing I've said before is you should be able to pick the attributes that get increased when you
Mm-hmm.
get a badge.
Yeah, that would make it a really immersive RPG style.
Hmm.
Because I mean, me as a real life human being, I'm going to pick and choose which things I learn about and get better at.
Exactly.
Every manager
Um,
has a style. That's true.
the only counter to that is that you learn from the course, and the course is going to give you the attributes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
maybe you should be able to pick only a few of
Okay.
the attribute points,
And fair
and the
enough.
other come from the game.
I'm fair, and I think that's fair. I just want to be able to take these courses like at all because right now the game has me completely stuck on this team. I cannot leave this team in spite of the success I'm having. That doesn't raise my reputation.
I wonder if you can.
I have 2 Manager of the Year awards and a division title and a second place finish already in my first 2 seasons, but my
I wonder
reputation
if you
hasn't
can.
gone up.
Who answered? Where is it? What was I gonna say? I wonder if you can get the TNS job
I can't.
and
I,
jump.
I, I already applied for it when it was open for really briefly.
Mm,
The only jobs I can get is from teams lower than mine in the same country. Like I can start again, but that's the thing is that they're all going to say we can't let you get badges because you might leave our team.
fair. Let's go like this.
That shouldn't be in the game. They shouldn't be allowed to keep you captive at a team.
It's not really much of a football manager game if they're forcing you to stay at a club.
Right, pretty much, eh? Like even if I was to quit my job, and I did, I tested it. Okay, so I made a separate save just because I needed to know, and I
Uh,
quit my job completely, and I applied for
mm,
every job that became available over the course of 2 seasons that I simulated. The
mhm.
only jobs I was offered was from lower teams in Wales. Okay, now I've got all of Italy, like all the way
So
down, all of Spain, all of England, all of France, all of Germany, all of Ireland, Northern Ireland, and Scotland, all the way down, all the way to their lowest divisions, and none of those teams will hire me because my reputation's too small.
then my next question is: does manager points have a play in the type of job offers that you can get? Because I know Wales is pretty far down there when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
manager points available, I guess. So let's say you win, for argument's sake, right? Let's say you win the Welsh division, you get maybe 25 manager points. But if you win Serie C or Serie B, maybe you get 50.
Wait,
Maybe you'd probably get more.
this isn't a thing. What are you talking about?
like for the Hall of Fame. Like
Oh,
if you
for the
look at the
Hall of
Hall of Fame,
Fame. Oh, is being on the Hall?
yeah.
You think Hall of Fame boosts your
No,
reputation? That'd
no.
be
I'm
cool if
saying
it did.
like you get points towards the Hall of Fame,
Hmm.
right? For
Yes,
every accomplishment that you get.
true.
Now, is there like some back end thing where the type of job offers you get, or let's say, does the number of manager points you have influence the type of jobs that you can get?
No, it's
Like,
all
you know
based on
how
reputation.
doesn't your reputation somewhat stem from the manager points that you can get?
Nope, my reputation hasn't got up at all in spite of my accomplishments.
Hmm.
The only way to get more reputation is to take coaching courses.
Okay.
They've really limited the way you can do low level management. Now, unless somebody knows something I don't, if they do, I hope they come on tonight and enlighten me, because I honestly have not done a journeyman since FM 2015. And even back then, I had some pretty big beefs with the method that it was done back then. It was because it was similar, right? Like it was apply to low league with no badges and try to get a job. But you remember the chaos of people saying you can't get jobs, you can't get jobs, you can't get jobs. So SA's like, well, we're going to improve it. Okay, now it's improved. Now you should be able to get more jobs without badges. It's like, but it still comes down to which leagues you load.
Hmm.
And back then,
It's
I did a save where I did. I started as, I believe, Stevenage or no. It was 2015. Right at Forest Green in Van North or South, one of those two.
okay.
And then I went up to Rotherham, and then I was at Accrington briefly, and then I ended up with Stoke, and then I ended up at Liverpool, and I did really well there. And I'm like, oh, I'm at the top. I don't really want to be here. So I went and I took a job in Northern Ireland with Crusaders. Or
Hmm.
yeah, so I took on Crusaders. I'm like, that's okay. I've got this great reputation. I could spend a few seasons at Crusaders and then go back up. No, it sunk my reputation back down
Because of the league that you were in,
because of the
probably.
league that I was in. So my reputation bombed. And I ended up not being able to get a job outside of that because at that time, that was the lowest level I had loaded. And so I couldn't get another
Yeah,
job.
that's
And of course, I reported this as a bug like everybody else had. And I thought this was fixed. So I'm like, okay, it's FM 23, man. This is 8 years later. Surely this has gotten better. But no, I'm stuck at the team I'm
no.
at. I can't get badges. I can't get my reputation up. I've applied for other jobs and they laugh me off. That's the message I get.
That's disheartening.
And
That's
yeah, and now of
very
course my
disheartening.
management is mad at me because I've been applying for other jobs. So they're angry with me. They're like, in spite of your success, we want to find a manager that's more dedicated to the team. And I'm like, yeah, that's not me. But
That is, yeah, no, I wouldn't like that at all. That'd be very, very annoyed about that.
if they sack me, I already know all the only other jobs I can get is at lower teams in Wales.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm left
Yeah.
with what do I do? Do I load? Do I make playable some other divisions that are in and around that area?
So how's this as a workaround?
Hmm.
Run out your contract
Hmm.
so you don't have a resign or a fired
Right.
next to your name.
Okay.
Then go to add remove leagues and remove Wales entirely. I think then you should be able to default to get a job in the lowest remaining league,
Really.
no matter what your reputation is.
Really.
'Cause I think I've tried it with MLS,
Mm-hmm.
where I would only load MLS, but have badges that are clearly not for Major League Soccer level,
Mm-hmm.
and still be able to apply for jobs. You know what? Try that on a different save, on a
Mm-hmm.
brand new save.
Mm-hmm.
Load up MLS,
Mm-hmm.
load up Sunday League Football, no badges, and see if you can get an interview. Because if you can, then I would say run your contract out in Wales, then remove them from the game, and then start applying for different positions.
It's a shitty thing to have to remove them from the game because I want them
I
there.
totally
But,
agree.
yeah.
I totally agree, but I don't think the game is going to let you play without having a job.
I wish I could like talk to somebody that was more of an expert on these things. 'Cause I know very little about journeyman Sunday level saves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
Because I moved in that save. I moved from South Africa to MLS, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
But South Africa is somewhat reputable, but it was a weird stepping stone for me because like I don't think any manager is gonna go from South Africa to the United States.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit more. Leave it like this, I guess.
Oh, there goes our frickin' clean sheet. Just as I was about to hit the praise button, too. Still got to hit it, though. Because we're still up by 3.
You'll be able to jump in my game because the entire time we were talking, half of it was paused. Didn't even realize.
Because you were trying to think.
Yeah. Yes, I can't multitask.
You're having one of those tired days, are you?
No, I just never was able to multitask
Oh,
effectively.
well, I'm a do one thing at a time kind of person, too. So it's understood. I can do one thing at a time exceptionally well.
Yeah.
If I have to do multitasking, it can overwhelm me a little bit. Everyone's different, though.
Oh, did you hear about the Devils? Thanks, Matt, for reminding me.
But getting Meyer?
Yeah, finally, and not giving up a lot from every source that I've seen so far. Not giving up as much as we thought.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. So in terms of what they gave up, it's not terrible. Zetterberg, whatever, not a big deal. Johansson, that's great. Get that contract off the books, honestly. Like, have fun in San Jose. He was starting to have his downturn anyways, but it gives them a roster player, obviously. That's what they care about. Plus, it keeps them above the cap floor, which is also what they care about because they're still planning on trading Carlson. So I'm not thrilled with getting Meyer. I'm not.
Really?
No,
Okay, so how come?
because
May I ask?
offense is not our problem. That's like scoring goals is not what we're having a hard time with. It's I would have liked to have seen them strengthen the defense.
Are you a believer of the notion that the best defense is offense?
Uh,
Have you heard of that?
Oftentimes, yeah, the best defense is good offense if you outscore your opponents, and that's true. And
Yes.
and we've done a lot of that this season, lots of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons the team is succeeding. But that's exactly why I'm thinking we didn't need to upgrade our offense. Now, here is my reluctance in the end. Meyer now requires a 10 million per season offer to retain his rights. He's going to take the 1 year 10 million contract and then walk to UFA. Is he a $10 million player? Hell no. This is why San Jose traded him and didn't qualify him.
Fair. Um, can they re-sign him for less though? For a less.
Okay, if he agrees to sign for less, yes, obviously he can agree to sign for less. But why would he?
Yeah. Oh my God! Look, my goal.
So San Jose tried to get him to sign for less over a longer period, and he said, "No, I'll take my $10 million payday, and then I'm going to become an unrestricted free agent." He made no bones about that. He told them exactly what he was going to do. So we're rolling the dice. We are big time.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I haven't followed much hockey, or I don't follow hockey as closely as I do other sports.
Right.
But supposedly, Jack Hughes' contract is much more team friendly.
Oh God, yeah.
Than what his value should be.
Big time. He signed for 5 more years at a very team friendly cap hit. Yep. So was Hischier for that matter.
Yes. So I'm wondering if they're hoping Meyer's going to be similar.
No, because Myers already said he won't do it. He said he won't do it for the Sharks. If he wouldn't do it for the Sharks, why would he do it for the Devils?
Because New Jersey is a much better team.
Okay, so if it's me, why would I take 6 or 7 million when I can have 10?
That's a good question.
Okay, and even then, if it's 10 million for one season, fine, you've gotten your massive payday. So now you're an unrestricted free agent, and teams are always known for overpaying an unrestricted free agency. He's not giving himself maximum value by taking less money.
Now, weigh that against the potential of winning multiple Stanley Cups.
He doesn't care about winning. He's already said it. The
Do
Stanley
you, do
Cup
you
is not
think
his dream. Getting paid is his dream.
do you think he would just say those things so he could get out of San Jose?
Absolutely not. He's
Or
still saying it. He's in New
okay,
Jersey,
no,
and he's already sat down once with our GM and said, "I'll take my $10 million and I'm going to free agency." So it's like what we gave up is too much for a rental. Although we're going to get one more year out of him because we're going to qualify him at the 10 million. We got the cap space. It's there.
Mhm.
Might as well have him for one more year at 10 million. See if you can sell
Yeah.
him on the team and try to get him to extend past that. But I don't see him taking less than 10 million going forward. He has no reason to. He's a good enough player that somebody's going to pay him that in free agency. So we're going to be strapped with a bad contract. That's what we're going to get in the end of this. Is a guy who doesn't care about winning as much as money, signed to a long-term big money deal. I just hope he keeps scoring while he does it.
Yeah, I think that'd be the best of both parties, I guess.
You know,
Best case scenario.
I hope he doesn't Alexa
parties.
Yashin this. Alexa
Or just
Yashin, very
shit the
famous.
bed.
Well, he got his big money deal and then he just stopped trying.
No.
Yeah. And the punchline is the New York Islanders are still paying him not to play.
It sounds like a Bobby Bonilla type contract.
Well, the Islanders got two. They're still paying Yashin and DiPietro right now.
Oh my god, the DiPietro contract. What the hell?
Well, the same manager as Garth Snow gave both of them equal contracts. So DiPietro got the 10-year contract. Yashin got the 10-year contract. I think they're both off the books next year or the year after, though, finally. So the Islanders have some relief coming.
Finally.
They're paying both of those guys not to play for them.
Which is amazing in its own right.
And maybe I'm a pessimist, but I see Meyer going the same way.
We'll see what the future holds. How's that? Improved deal for Rodrigo. Do you have a release clause? You have an optional extension.
I said this one time, and this is a funny idea I had. Somebody said, so how would, if you wanted to just think really crazy, outside the box, how would you improve the quality of the NHL? I'm like, oh, this is easy. Teams are only allowed to give contracts of 5 years and only to players who are considered their top 5. So they ought to name 5 franchise players. And only those players can have 5-year contracts. No longer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is only allowed 1-year contracts. You want to see the quality of the league improve? Everybody's on a contract year all the time. So your performance dictates whether or not you get paid next year. Everybody plays better on a contract year. Everyone.
True. However,
it's a crazy, wacky outside the box. I know it'll never happen, but like everybody's playing for their job next year, every year, except for top 5 guys, right? You're just like, that would be crazy good to watch.
yeah,
You want to see the effort level go up?
Teams.
Because how many players, after they sign an 8-year extension, ever reach the same numbers they did the year before they signed their 8-year extension? Exactly 0.
Yeah, no, I think that's just the big concern for me is the turnover rate
in
the contracts.
And that's how a lot of people would see it. People want to keep their teams together. That's why you get 5 players. You get 5 players that'll be there every year. I can predict every team's top-selling jerseys. It'll be those 5 players.
True.
You want to talk about being able to control your marketing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be
AGF is in second.
Yeah, we won. We won a game finally.
Let's talk about that. You
It
won.
was a good game. If you want, check the third goal. It was a volley from outside the box. I thought it was Chef's kiss.
But Randers beat Copenhagen. So let's give them a giant thank you. And Brøndby lost to
Thank you, Randers.
Viborg. So some unlikely
Also,
results
maybe
there, but that got you
Nebraska.
right back in. I imagine those managers aren't happy with those results, though.
I have to agree.
Poor Jurgen.
1, 2, 3, 6.
Why don't they make more of the AI managers have higher intelligence? Like some of them are better than others by a lot.
I have no idea.
But Jurgen Klopp is better than most of the managers in this game because he's got a model citizen personality and he's like 17 or more in all of his major attributes. And I understand you can't just make everybody that high. Why can't they make some of the ones with lower attributes still be decent? Why do they all have to be pretty much equally sucky? Questions that are hard to get answers for.
Okay, what door?
Great.
I'm going to throw in this team. Yes. Do, 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 do. Squad. Available for B team for the next match for 90 minutes. Oh, there's a hyper cat over here. Spinning circles. Don't get busy, kitten.
With us being knocked out of Europe, I think we can make a run at second now.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning that when we ended last time, is that now you've got less things to worry about. Your focus can be entirely on the league.
Finding the next Wonder Kid.
Well, also that. That's something you've done a lot of in this as well. In this saves, found a ridiculous amount of good young players. If you just convince your board to let you keep them.
Yes, and have a little bit more money, that would be nice. It's 2-0 already, wow.
Well, everybody wants more money. 2-0 on what?
The Devils.
They're winning?
Yeah, Nathan Bastian. Did I read
Nathan
that right?
Bastian, yeah. That's him. All right.
Against Colorado. Colorado's supposed to be a good team, no? Didn't they win the cup a year ago or last year?
They won the cup last year.
Last year.
They're the defending champions currently. But the East, have you looked at the standings?
Yeah, okay, so, like, Boston is running away with it. Carolina and the Devils are up there.
Let me try to put this in perspective for you, okay? The two teams leading the divisions in the West would be the two wild card teams in the East.
Yes, and like, the whole top 8 in the West are separated by like 5 points or something like that. It's bonkers. Maybe a bit more points, but yeah, Matt was telling me
the East is so dominant.
Yeah.
East versus West games this year, the East have pretty much crushed the West. It's been horrible. So this is East versus West. You're watching the Devils beat the Avalanche because the East is that much better than the West. Apparently, this season.
Fair.
If you believe all the conspiracy theorists, it's just that Gary Bettman has decided the Cup needs to go East this year, so the referee is biased towards the East. But not the Maple Leafs. Tampa Bay won it twice in a row before Colorado. They were also in the final last year, and Colorado stopped them from their three-peat.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's sad because I barely remember the finals from last year. Actually, not barely. I don't remember the finals from last year.
Colorado beat Tampa. Tampa went for their third title in a row, and they ran out of gas, and Colorado was dominant, very, very dominant. And then Colorado let their goalie walk to free agency. They're thinking, we don't need... Our goalie wasn't one of our bigger contributors, and then you look at his overlying numbers and his goals saved above expectation. You're just like, you guys are morons. And now their goaltending is their biggest issue. So, live and learn, I guess.
Incompetency is what I'll call it.
Oh, it's just bad planning, but it is what it is. Like they can do whatever they feel like. What was I going to say though? Was right. So Gary Bettman actually today had a presser because both the Oilers and the Maple Leafs have decent players on the long-term injured reserve. Mm-hmm. And they're both expected to be out until the end of the regular season. Okay?
Just like yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so Of course, they've added some pieces at the trade deadline, so now they're cap compliant. But once the playoff comes, they'll be able to activate those players and be over the cap. This is the new way of the NHL. The Chicago Blackhawks did it in 15 to win the cup. You know, the Tampa Bay Lightning did it for both of their cups. Which is funny, after 2015, when the Hawks did it, the only team in the NHL to vote, to say, they had a vote. The only team that voted, we need to stop this, was the Tampa Bay Lightning. Everyone else said, no, let's just leave it in. So Tampa Bay,
Then,
they just did it themselves.
if you can't beat them, join them.
Or do it better in their case. But yeah, because they did it 2 seasons in a
do
row. So anyway, so now but now the Oilers and Leafs are doing it. It's like, oh, these are Canadian teams. Well, Gary Bettman's not having that. Because for years, people have said he's against the Canadian teams. And I'm like, I never believed that. But I'm starting to.
Gary Bettman, he's not the commissioner, is he?
Yeah, he's the commissioner.
He is the commissioner.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of? There's a well-known analyst in the U.S. at least. I guess he has longer hair.
Okay.
Barry Zito. Is that his name?
Barry Zito. Yeah. Okay. I know who he is. Yeah.
Okay, that's who I was thinking of beforehand. Go ahead. So you think Gary Bettman is against
Canadian teams? He doesn't want Canada to win the cup again.
Huh.
And we haven't won it since 1993. And if you look at every finals a team has been in, Calgary against Tampa Bay, or way back when Tampa won their first cup, you look at the Oilers have been there. Anyway, every time a Canadian team makes the final, they always lose on a controversial call that was super obviously the other way. Like Calgary had a goal that was disallowed because they said it didn't cross the line. And you can look at every blown up picture of it in the world. It was across the line. I'm not even a Calgary Flames fan. But it's like, more and more and more, I'm thinking, yeah, Bettman's against Canada ever winning a cup again. He doesn't want us to win a cup because we sell all of our tickets no matter what. He wants all the U.S. franchises to continue to get pumped up by winning and making more money because financially speaking, it's more profitable for American teams to win the cup. So now he has a problem with it. Today he put out a presser about circumventing the cap and giving warnings. And this is interesting because if you look at the history of it, when Chicago did it in 2015, not a problem. When Tampa Bay did it twice in a row, not a problem. But when the Vancouver Canucks did this years ago with Roberto Luongo, then all of a sudden there was a cap recapture penalty. This is before the Hawks and Lightning did it. But a Canadian team did it, and they punished them. And then Chicago did it, no problem. Tampa Bay does it, no problem. But now the Oilers and Maple Leafs are both doing it, and he's issued a warning to them that they are not to circumvent the cap through the injured reserve. Even though there's no salary cap in the playoffs, so technically they're not breaking any rules. They're doing exactly what the Hawks and Lightning did. Tell me that's not bias.
What would the penalty be then if they continue to do it?
They haven't said.
Written into it.
They haven't said. Like, if it's going to be like the Canucks, it'll be a cap recapture, which means they're going to make them recapture that cap amount during the playoffs. So therefore, they're going to force them to be cap compliant during a time that there is no salary cap. That's what they did to the Canucks. And then when the Canucks couldn't do it because they'd already activated this player, they gave them a penalty of the amount they were over for the next season. So the Canucks eventually had to trade a bunch of players. That's when they traded Luongo. That's when they traded Corey Schneider. That's when they traded, they traded a bunch of their players away to try to become cap compliant again because of the massive penalty the NHL put on them.
That's crazy.
I know.
I wish I was more of a fan when that happened because that's just my lord.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You're not streaming at all?
Jacob's not. I am.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yes, I am. It's live.
Oh, okay. Because when I checked your around.
Hit the refresh.
Okay.
It's live. Has been
Or
for a
is
while.
on my app.
Okay.
I'm to check on.
Hit refresh, please, because now I'm worried that it's not actually broadcasting. Okay, sorry about that.
You're good.
I had to say goodnight to Joanne. She says hi.
Hi.
Hockey is one of those things. Like, I've followed it very avidly for a lot of years, and these things happen. I'm not a fan of these teams, so like Don't get me wrong when I say that I'm not just being biased over here. On a personal level, I don't give a shit who wins the Stanley Cup as long as it's the Devils and not the Rangers and not the Flyers. My favorite team is an American team, so my bias is pretty much non-existent in this avenue. But yeah, they punished the Canucks for being over the cap in the playoffs. They didn't. They didn't punish Chicago. They didn't punish Tampa Bay 2 years in a row. But now they're talking about punishing the Oilers and Maple Leafs if they do it. Good night. Good night.
I find bias against Canadians.
He does, and more, I just keep seeing it all the time. That yeah, he is in fact very biased against the Canadian teams, and that's unfortunate.
I agree. You shouldn't be biased against a team based on its location. You should be biased against a team because of the players that they have and how crappy they can be off the ice, not on the ice.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So the whole thing is just a farce to me. So.
As a commissioner, you should not be biased whatsoever, obviously.
No, but even in the playoffs, there's so many results you can see where Canadian teams get absolutely hosed. It's like the British. Good point, Joanne. It's like the British financial fair play. We talk about it, but we never ever actually apply it. At least not fairly.
Did Copenhagen just lose their head coach? They did.
What, Klopp left?
Yeah, for Hertha Berlin.
Yeah, I said he wouldn't stick around long because it's not a very big team for him. Okay. I put him there as per the request, but he didn't even finish a season there, did he?
No. Let's see. Managers. Head coach. Oh, that's right. It's American English. Yeah, Jurgen Klopp. 218 days at the club.
Yep, didn't finish the season. Well, let's see. They got Kelleher and Ramsey. They signed, and then they got Harvey Elliott on loan there right now. Copenhagen. And so Klopp had his imprint on the team. He kept them very competitive. Well, hey, whatever. Watch me complain. There's now an open management position there. If who's even on? Somebody wants to pay points to appoint a new manager to them. Now's your chance. I'm going to say it while there's basically hardly anybody watching, so that it may not happen.
Is it to transfer any player? Am I allowed to do it? I'm kidding.
Of course you are. What manager do you want at Copenhagen?
I'd put, for shits and giggles, I'd put Pep there.
Is he currently unemployed? Klopp wasn't either, so it doesn't really matter. You want Pep at Copenhagen?
No. I was gonna say for shits. Oh, he's at Arsenal. Pep. I was gonna say for shits and giggles. We both have our the managers at our favorite clubs manage Copenhagen.
I mean, I have no problem with it. It's just I don't expect him to stay there.
We don't have to do it.
Could be fun.
Not yet. Maybe down the road.
Let me look at how long he's been at Arsenal. 2 seasons. Wow, he went from City. He was fired in 2023, so pretty much first season. He went to Atletico Madrid, did a couple seasons there. He's been at Arsenal now for a couple of seasons. So he's actually doing some bouncing around. And what place is Arsenal in? Oh, God, they're in 4th. The old joke. They're stereotyping them. So Liverpool have pretty much crashed out since Klopp left. I mean, Gerrard has been there, but they're in 7th right now, and that's really bad for them. So no, let's not take that because we let Klopp leave when Liverpool were doing badly. Arsenal is in a Champions League spot, so let's not take Pep from them. Let's go and look and see what managers are available. Let's go see who's a free agent manager currently. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah. Julian Alvarez, is he on loan at Villa?
Sergio Gonzalez. That's a decent manager, but no, not somebody I've heard of.
Erling Haaland is 4th in scoring in the Premier League in the save.
It's broken.
Rashford is is okay. I'm sorry. Holland is tied for second.
Broken. Rating. This is what we want. Let's go like that. So yeah, there's no real big manager. Well, Michael Carrick would be the biggest manager, biggest reputational manager. He just came from Middlesbrough and Rotherham, so it's not exactly a huge bunch of names that they have to choose from for a manager.
Yeah, no, not many.
Oh wait, well, good to know. So Copenhagen may not do that well, although they're about to play against Real Madrid in the Champions League. What a time for Klopp to leave them! Wow. Oh, dude, that's harsh.
He doesn't want the embarrassment of that scoreline on his resume.
He saw Real Madrid and he ran. Oh God, there's too many jokes I could tell about that. It's good thing I'm a Klopp fan, huh?
Yeah.
He had nightmares. He's like, not Madrid. No, I'm out of here. He had flashbacks to Paris.
I guess the Champions League final.
Mm-hmm. Last
When
year.
he was with Liverpool? Oh, last year.
Last year, Madrid beat Liverpool in the
listen.
final.
I didn't know I don't remember where the final was.
Paris.
I'm not one of those people that can name the final location of every.
Except for that, there was a
Champions League.
huge controversy with the fans and the French police.
Yes.
With
Okay,
the Liverpool fans.
that I remember.
Because they treated the Liverpool fans like scum. Even though they weren't actually doing anything this time. And I say this time because I'm not saying they've been innocent throughout history.
I was gonna say this time.
Mhm. Yeah, they haven't exactly
You
been
hear my
innocent
TV?
all the time.
Were you able to hear my TV just now?
Nope.
Okay.
So
I
you,
need you
so,
to
you,
get
so you might stream some out of the park, huh?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
That'd be fun.
Did you hop in the stream yesterday?
I actually saw the VOD today.
Oh, you
I'm like, why is there a VOD? Well, I signed on and it automatically plays the most recent VOD. And I'm like, why is there this 3-minute VOD? So I watched it.
Oh.
And it's like,
Yeah.
it's you talking to somebody that sounds like they're really, really sick. That wasn't paying attention to half of what you were doing.
He started having a really bad sore throat and runny nose, so yeah.
Oh.
So what
And then they
happened-
weren't paying attention to what you were doing. And I was like, you could have asked me. I would have done this. But anyway,
Well, I only thought of it in the moment.
that's
that's
fine.
why.
So who was?
If I thought of it tonight, I would have asked you.
Oh, okay. Who'd you have go on there with you?
Um,
Was it with one of the people you streamed with?
On Tuesdays, yeah. His
Oh,
name's
okay.
Honey Badger. He
Okay.
lives in Arizona.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. That's,
Um,
yeah, I remember you mentioned him, and he's actually stopped by our stream quite a few times.
Yes, but the thing there was one time where we were streaming or
Playing.
it was before we started,
Mhm.
like on a specific night, and I tried to see if I could put on Out of the Park.
Hmm.
When I have Out of the Park full screen,
I saw it,
like,
and I know how to fix your
Wait.
problem too.
it's not. Well, it's okay. How?
If you want to stream it in full screen, there's a couple of steps to it, and I can show it to you if that's what you want.
Okay, it's not a big deal. It's not like a deal breaker for me.
No,
It's
playing at Windows
I
isn't a
don't
big deal at all.
yeah, especially that game.
I
couldn't
prefer
play
it
this
windowed.
game windowed though.
But
I-
Football Manager, I love playing it windowed.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I enjoy
Um,
it because I can do other things in the background while the game is going on.
Well, I mean, so can I, but I just have to hit my Windows key. Like, I can go on Discord and type something and still be streaming and whatnot.
Yeah, but I can do that simultaneously. I can watch my game here and type something over here. That's great.
Fair. You have such a much bigger screen than I do.
Yeah. And I have Windows 11 now, so I can actually divide my screen into multiple screens.
Weren't you against Windows 11 at first?
I'm against every Windows at first. I always say wait for 2 or 3 service packs.
Okay.
And I
Makes
did.
sense.
It's like every Windows is terrible in the first year or two. And then they get service packs out and fix a bunch of their boneheaded decisions. And they did it this time too. I still think 10 is better than 11, but I bought a new computer and 10 isn't an option anymore. So
Oh, that sucks.
That's okay. 11's not bad now. It's just not. I prefer 10. And it's not
Yeah,
a
you
familiarity
just
thing
gotta
because 11 isn't that much different. It's just dumbed down.
Okay. Make some subs. Not to eat. Mr. Dad joke.
I'm just crunching on carrots. I'm wondering why Hiroshige is complacent when he's got a 6.8.
Good question. Let's put you in.
I told him he's not playing well enough. Now he's motivated, so that's good. We got rid of this complacency. Let's talk about that. Playing a game with no badges. Oh, man. Try to motivate your players? No, they have zero respect for
laugh
you.
at you.
Now, anything you try to tell them, you'd be like, don't be complacent. They're all basically just like, fuck you, we do what we want.
Oh, jeez.
We're in charge here.
I don't like that because like at every level, the head coach commands an amount of respect.
Yeah, I know. It's just
Like a
hilarious
sign
try. No, this thing's pretty broken for low level, no badge, like journeyman saves like that. That's what makes it so challenging, I guess, is for some people. But these are the same types of people that play every game on super extreme hard mode because that's the only way to play. You're not really playing the game unless it's on super stupid hard mode, beat yourself up narcissist bullshit. And you're like, that mode only exists for people that just love beating the hell out of themselves over and over again. And their football manager players, I think, are no different. Some of them are like, this game has to be super hard, otherwise it's too stupidly easy. I'm like, have you considered not using scouting tools and in-game editors? You know, like that's part of it. So, I find at least 80% of the people who post on our forums and say this game is too easy. I'm like, I see the editor icon in the top right up there. You have it activated. Like, have you considered not using it? Instead of saying the game is too easy? Here's what I want. Everybody who says the game is too easy to do. I want them to disable the in-game editor, simulate the game 20 years into the future, take the team that is in mid-table of the championship, and win the Champions League. Yeah.
That'll be... That's a fun challenge, I think.
Yeah, because it's 20 years in the future. You don't know which players are good anymore. But I've issued that challenge. And you want to know what almost everybody says when I've issued them that challenge? Well, the game's no fun once it's all regens. I see. So you need to know every player. But
I think it's more fun when there's regens in the game.
Okay, well, they say regens. Then I have to correct them about regens and new gens. But
sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm being a super troll right now. Don't worry about it.
I know. It's semantics.
Well, absolutely not, semantics. No, it is. I agree. That's absolutely semantics. That's me being... Yeah, that's okay.
Oh. Di Francescantonio.
But your semantics is no match for my pedanticness, so take that.
Fine.
Anyway, so there, we have those people that are like, this game's too easy, but I issue them a challenge and like, but I won't play it that way. Okay, then you don't really want a challenge. You just want to sit here and try to look cool. You are absolutely doing a great job of impressing a bunch of people you don't know on a random forum on Facebook. Good for you.
Maybe I need to stop giving myself hard challenges with Rochdale and FC Eindhoven.
If that's what you like, go ahead. But just have some fucking fun. Learn what other people don't. Play it to enjoy it. Like, you know how many people try to give me shit for playing Liverpool at the start of every year? I'm like, this is what I like to do. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. That's what I say. Like, it's a single player game. Play it however you want.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like, like out of the park. Everybody has their own world
Yeah.
and whatnot, and they
Yeah.
write stories and headlines and things like that, and people still commentate and
Yeah.
talk on the posts and whatnot. It's like
Yeah.
nobody chastises someone for oh Mike Trout has 55 home runs or Aaron Judge has 66 home runs.
Right.
Nobody says, "Oh, you must have done something
Hmm.
to that." Like they say, "Oh, that's really cool." Like
Yeah.
it's
FM players are
impressive.
pretty stuffy. Yeah, it is, and but also a lot of people who post challenges on here or achievements on here are also like they are cheating. But I don't give a fuck. Like do what you want. Enjoy the game the way you want to enjoy the game. Just do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. But this obsessive need to play any video game on the hardest possible setting is just it's sadistic. It's also masochistic at the same time. Like these people are just hardcore beating themselves up for no good reason. Anyway, uh,
I'm
so,
sorry.
no, it's fine. Um, I was going to say a thing earlier. Oh, right, 2018. I remember that's the first year that Steam started showing what game you're playing, right? And on Football Manager, it showed what team you are playing as. Okay,
Yes.
so you could go on there, like right now, I could go and see who's playing Football Manager and what team they're playing as, and sometimes even what score is in their game. So in FM,
Oh no, don't worry. I remember because you would always tell me to stop fucking losing.
oh come on,
Go ahead.
or
No,
I'd or I'd say you're doing well if you were winning. Like it's just I just
yes.
comment on whatever I see on there because it's funny. I got a
Uh-huh.
few people I do that with actually, and they do it back to me, and it's great fun. But this is where it all comes into play. Is I in 2018 I added this guy who added me because he wanted to ask a question about one of the tactics I posted on the Steam Net
Uh,
Workshop. No problem. Added him. He asked a question. I answered his question. Anyway, he sat on my friends list. So I'm playing as Liverpool, and he comes on and he says, "Oh, you're just playing it on easy mode." I'm like, "No, I'm playing it the way I like. Like why you gotta be like that?" He's playing as them. Like that's too easy. Why don't you try doing it this way? And I'm like, I do play it like that. In fact, my next save is X team here.
hmm
And he's like, "Well, then why do
And
you
did
even?"
he say?
Anyway, blah 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 blah. Shit talk, shit talk, shit talk. So I'm like, I'll tell you what. Why don't you just load up a game right now? We'll pick a division in any country you want, and if you beat me, then I will play as any team that you say. And if I beat you, you shut your fucking yap. We played.
You bit.
We played 7 months into the season, and he unfriended me and blocked me because I was in first by a lot.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, and he's hosting that shit too, so he has no excuse. All right, suspend is
It's you play just play the game as you want.
That's what I try to
Like
tell people all the time. Just stop. Just stop, man. Just do it. I don't play it to impress anybody else. I play it because it's fun for me.
exactly.
Ooh, they want me to put Muhammad in for this. Good idea, actually. He needs some playing time. Oh, Jensen, stop being injured. Stop being injured or I'll sell you to gypsies. Wait, is that a thing? Is that a real threat? I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know. I hope I didn't offend anybody by saying that. Ooh. Achoo! Oh,
Salute.
no. Yeah, I did not hit the mute button on my mic fast enough there. Or at all. Okay, so let's see. I have Italy and Moldova coming up. What am I doing in this thing? I'm in first. Oh, we haven't played a game yet. I'm in first because it sorted alphabetically. We're winning!
I will say though, in the save that we do on Tuesdays, it's sorted by alphabetical. It's sorted alphabetically,
Uh-huh.
as opposed to like goal differential or anything else. The guy that created the database that we're using forgot to set that up, and so one of us is gonna get screwed with it at the end of the season. Like we'll miss getting promoted because of our name starts with like a P or an H or something like that instead of an A.
All right, you told me about that. That's I don't know. All joking aside, I wouldn't
We
even
did.
play that. I'd be like, I'm out.
We didn't notice it until after we started, which was the unfortunate thing. But we just decided to trek on with it, and I'll make the database next year because I won't let that stuff happen.
No, no, you're too. What's a nice way to say anal retentive?
Ridiculous.
Sorry, no, you just have a really good attention to detail for that kind of thing, and you test the hell out of stuff.
Yes. Yes.
I like the way I put that though.
I've still been doing testing with the out of the parks save.
I know, and that's part of the
But the
fun for you.
most
That's another thing I keep trying to do is I keep trying to tell people if you need a really good tester for FM, why doesn't somebody contact Jacob? They should let you at least research one team and test the game. But I also understand why you might not want to because actually testing the game isn't that fun. It's super broken when you're testing it.
yeah, it's weird. So I started. I would play the game versus test the game.
Mhm.
Like I would have to learn to change my mentality to like, all right, how can I break this? What can I do to break this? Or
Yeah.
um,
And the approach I
what
tell
kind of
every new
thing?
tester that joins my team, the approach I tell them is try to do the stupidest thing you can imagine. Because no matter how stupid you think it is, someone's going to do it.
Somebody will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do
Well,
things you
like
normally
putting your
wouldn't do.
goalkeeper in for penalties.
As an example, like has nobody tested that and been like, there's a disproportionate amount of success with this. Having said that, you would post you're having a disproportionate amount of success, and it may not be happening for other people. For example, I don't have a lot of success with that. So your experience may be purely anecdotal.
We need it.
I've
Quite
honestly asked
possible
quite a
because
few other people. I'm like, do you ever put your goalie in for penalties? And they'll be like, no. I'm like, would you? And then they do it, and I'm like, so does it work more often than not? And they're like, no. Oh, okay.
Well, you have to consider the league,
So
the difference in league quality that we were in
so
last year.
I think it's just you, and I think
Like,
I think that it's all those steak dinners you keep promising them. Those goalkeepers are super
listen,
motivated.
if you give me a filet mignon every night for a year, I will do whatever the hell you want me to do.
You have definitely
Trust me.
discovered the weakness of these keepers to become super penalty takers.
Listen, we win we win Irish League games like 4-0. I don't have much to do, and I get to take penalties, and you give me dinner.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
yours.
yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
This is yeah. No, you make a good point. It's pretty hard to say no to things like that. So well, tomorrow's alarm is at 5:30 because of a tooth. Just one tooth, apparently. It's not because of one tooth. It's because of many teeth. But I'm being silly. Let's see. $5'11". Go away. I'm going to give you an amateur contract. I'm probably going to end up signing
I'll be
you.
right back. I'm going to get my blanket. So because my legs are cold.
He needs a blankie.
Yes.
So this is interesting. These two as elite talent with 5 stars on my team. Another fucking winger. Oops. Ugh. What's your height? 5'9". So I'm clearly going to train him as a striker. So I'm not changing my tactic. This guy's good because he's got left wing back available. I'm going to need to train some of these guys at other positions. Anyway, that's awesome. Got my youth intake there. And I got 2 elite talents. Let's try to figure that out, shall we? since we have a minute. So Barrasso, I brought in at this. He is 2 stars on a team that is averaging. I think Camacho is my average star player. So he's about 150 current ability. That's 4 stars. So 2 stars comparatively would be right around 110 or so. Let's see what Brasso is. Oh, he might be above his current ability because of all of this. Might have some adjustments coming. So he's between 110 and 115, as I expected. So 2 star lands there. This guy comes in. Is this one of them? Yeah, gents. No. Right. It's my candidates. Okay, so this guy's 1.5 stars already. So I want to say he's like. Oh, this is hard because his technicals are terrible. Okay, let's highlight this and put it on what he's going to play. Wait, it's a support. Oh, he's got to be between 80 and 100. I know that's a large range, but so if he's between 80 and 100, 1.5 stars, but has 5-star potential and is full. So this guy could be anywhere between 155 and 190 potential. Same with this guy.
Who's this?
And I got my youth intake.
Oh, nice.
And since you weren't there, I actually stopped and did the math on these two because they're both full 5-star potential and my youth intake. So they're going to be anywhere between 150 and 190. I mean, that's a huge range. I get it. But those are both elite players regardless. And that's if they're accurate.
Absolutely.
You know, like a month from now, their stars might crashing into the ground. But for now, if things work out well, they should be. Oh, a new follow randomly. Thank you for that. So yeah, if that works out, because I was looking at Comecchio as my baseline, okay, because he's a full 4-star player, as around a 150 current ability based on his attributes. So if he's the benchmark for a 4-star potential, and these guys are 5, they're probably going to be in the 170 range. If their stars hold up.
Too.
If their stars hold up. I mean, that's the thing about youth intakes. You can get a 5-star potential guy today, and he's 3 stars in 2 months. You know, you just don't know. Hello, Guard Geek. That's a fun name.
Oh, what's up, Guard Geek?
See, I was just trying to figure out what those guys could be. I got 2 elite talents in my youth intake. Even though I wasn't projected to be getting any of those.
Did you give them contracts?
Of course I did.
Did you give them full-time contracts?
Of course I did.
Okay, because the default is part-time. The default contract is a part-time contract.
Let me go check now that I am wondering about my own sanity. Youth candidates. Contract. Change contract offer. Full-time.
Okay, good.
I was quite sure I
Just
changed it,
sure.
but now I want to make sure. And thank you for that, because you just never know. Yes, I definitely gave them both full-time contracts. Thanks for mentioning it, though. It's going great. I wasn't supposed to get a decent player in my youth intake at all, and now here I am with. Why do I have a must respond here? Oh, because
you changed the contract, so you just have to give him a new one.
I went to change contract, but I don't actually want to change it. There should just be a cancel button here.
Increase the signing fee by 1 tick.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to end up sabotaging this whole thing. No, which one was that I just did? Shit.
Just hit.
Oh, it was Peterson. Okay. Change contract. I don't want to give this guy 20. Giving them more money for no reason. Okay, anyway. Yeah, no, I wasn't supposed to have anybody. Even seek a top talent on here. This guy, that was exciting, but I got 2 elite talents. One of them's a freaking right winger. So.
I got a right back and a left back as my elite talents.
You also got elite talents. Sweet. I gotta come check that out.
I'll give you their names in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fighting with Nimrod over here, who doesn't want to get paid $500 a week.
The save is going really well.
Yeah, talk about it for a little bit.
As soon as I'm done eating this carrot, I will do that.
Oh, okay.
I also need to scout Jacob's youth intake so we can help discover whether or not any of his players are worth a damn.
Yeah,
Although,
I'm not streaming it tonight.
who does
Go
it
ahead.
say your elite talents are? Wait. You know
Soren,
what? Don't tell me. I'm gonna go through.
you want to guess? No, that's fair. But yeah, so the Danish build a nation. It's been going good so far. We have how many spots in the Champions League in European competition now? 6.
Half the league. Half the league. It's amazing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6.
So
Which is nice. We have
Ankinson and Carlson. No, wait. This guy's actually not. Oh, he's just fully ready now. So Ankinson.
that's one of them.
I don't see another good one. So I may be wrong, but who else did it say?
He's a left back. He might be the only one in that intake. Mortensen. He's the only left back in the intake.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to see what my scouts say. He looks. It's a hard part. Is I'm just looking at their current ability right now. So, and they have no value yet. So I'm just kind of going off of what could be in terms of their current, and that's hard to do. So, I'm glad I got one of them right.
But yeah, so I got knocked out of the Champions League. Was it Champions League? To Napoli.
Mhm.
You're still in the Champions League. Who do you play?
I'm still in the Champions League. I am? No.
You got knocked out as well?
No, I played Madrid.
You're gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, I'm going to
is
get
what
knocked
you're
out.
trying to say.
Yeah, I'm going to get knocked out.
But we've been in a big fight with the Portuguese teams in recent years to try and
Turkey.
overtake their spot.
And Turkey. Turkey's also been chasing us, yeah.
How did you do in the World Cup? Did you win the World Cup?
I think we won the World Cup. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, look.
Yeah, we did. We won the World Cup.
Yeah, because you were the manager. To be honest.
I don't remember. I remember winning it with Ireland, but yeah, no, I think we won the World Cup.
Yeah, we beat Italy.
Oh, right. Had some really crazy results at the end there. Right, that's right, because our defense was running thin, and I put out a crazy tactic, and it freaking worked.
Yes.
Now I remember. Right. Okay, so I'm in the last 8, and I play Real Madrid. Although, that's funny. Why do I play Real Madrid?
Why is that funny?
I thought Real Madrid was about to play because Klopp left. He said Real Madrid. Oh, no, I'm playing Real Madrid.
Klopp left Copenhagen.
Yeah, but I thought it's because they were about to play Real Madrid. But now my joke doesn't hold up.
That's true.
Yeah.
Were you looking at your schedule when you said that?
I must have. I must have. Go figure, eh? Now they're about to play Rangers in the Europa Conference League. Still a bad time for him to leave them because they're going for Europa success, but CFR.
He wants Champions League success.
Porto. He wants, yes, I know he does. Still, a trophy's a trophy, right? I don't know. When I win trophies, I'm pretty happy no matter which ones they are.
True. Definitely right about that.
Yeah. Winning any trophy in this game to me is just fun and awesome, and I don't give a damn which one it is. If people are like, oh, you won the Europa League? That's lame. That's like the amateur tournament. I'm like, okay. I want to see you win it with this team 20 years into the future. Michael Nielsen. Why are they trying to take him? I don't want to loan him away, do I? No. He's not listed for loan. I don't want to loan him.
Fair enough.
It's been 2 weeks since we played, so I don't remember who I had up for loan and not.
Yeah. Matt's started working this past weekend, Friday.
Mhm.
I think it was.
Mhm. Mhm.
And he's pretty much going to be going every day for the entire month of March.
Build a nation with
Maybe.
Romania and Zambia. That's going to take a very long time, especially if you're playing it by yourself. That's hard to do. What's your? I think I remember talking about this actually before.
I think the Zambia one is more recent, if I'm not mistaken.
This is Romania and Zambia. Trying to build both
Yeah,
nations simultaneously, or is it two different games?
that I actually don't know. I assumed there were two separate saves.
Oh, okay, maybe. I don't. It's no context there, so I'm not sure if it's two saves or if it's going to be both at the same time. Either way, it's challenging. It depends what your goal is, right? Season 8 with Romania and
Yes.
Season 2 with Zambia. Okay, they're separate saves. There we go. That's why I was wondering. Because when you say I'm doing a build a nation with these two nations, I'm like, at the same time, that's going to be hard. Well, it's hard individually, too, if I'm honest. So, what's your goal? Like, top 20 nations? I'm trying to think math. One team, Romania, it's one, two. So, yeah, so top 20 would be a pretty good goal with them.
All the builder nations we do, I should remember what spot gets how many teams in Europe.
Eventually, we'll remember that. Yeah, I remember there was one guy in our forum actually. On he commented. He says that he was doing a build a nation with Romania, same thing. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like that'll be hard. I said, so what's your goal? Like you're gonna go for like top 20? So he's like, no, I'm going to go for top 5. Playing by yourself, it's impossible. Can't be done. Sorry.
Listen. Let them dream. Let them dream.
You can't do it. It's mathematically impossible.
Again, let them.
Yeah.
Don't kill their save in season 1.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Like with 2 of us in Denmark, if the AI cooperates. And did you see the thing I tagged you on Facebook?
No, when? Just now?
Earlier today.
I did not. Let's take a look.
It's going to make you laugh so hard because it's so relevant. It's a meme for this exact thing.
My rival when it comes to performing well. I love it.
Isn't that right? That's us.
Yes. That is fantastic. I know I did not. I wish I saw that earlier.
You call B on
In
that?
fact,
Wait. You got Austria into top 5 in FM21 by yourself. I would love to hear how, because that's actually not possible unless the AI does an amazing job. Which, if the AI managed to show up, that would be great.
You can do top 5. I don't think you can do top 4 because top 4 gets 4 teams.
Well, you have to supplant France for 5th, assuming that France hung on to 5th. So that means that playing as one team in Austria, you managed to win more than all of PSG plus the 4 other teams that make it from there, plus any of their teams that are in Europa, and I guess conference didn't exist in FM21, right? They didn't have the 3rd tournament. So the points would only be the 2 tournaments, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Right. So then you'd have to get Austria. Where do they start? I mean, I don't know where they would be in FM21 at the start, but I'm going to assume it's not going to be too far off from where they are here in this game. See, the trouble isn't whether or not you do well. I'm sure one person can do well. It's that how the coefficients are ranked is on how well all of your nation does. So unless you are directly controlling other teams in your nation, which if that's what helps do it, there's no way to do it. Top 5, well, top 4 especially, would be impenetrable with one team in Austria. Where does Austria start in the rankings? How do I look that up while I'm in a game? On a browser. FM21.
Wait, you want to know what they started in 21? I don't.
I
Oh, we
do.
won't be able to see. We just see how many. We wouldn't be able to see it in the game. Okay.
And then how many points behind they are? Who's in fifth? And 21 France was fifth still. Where are they? Oh, fine. I'll type out Football Manager. It doesn't like me putting in FM. Like the internet doesn't know what FM is. They think that's a radio thing. So, uh, here is the list. Austria. Make sure it says Austria, not Australia. I sometimes misread things. That's on me. Still scrolling. 58th.
No, that's not right. There's only 53 nations in Europe.
Yeah, so that's world rankings. It has to be. It has to be world rank. Yeah, there's a bunch of like Brazil's on here. That's not European rankings, guys. Okay. You know what? That's on me because I just put in nation rankings. I didn't specify Europe, and I should have. Like, what am I thinking, right? I'm getting excited. I also want to know how my game is going. Oh, we're down a goal. Oh, we're outplaying them when we're down a goal. Gross. I'm not going back to that for a minute. Sixth. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sixth is doable. Totally. It's hard as fuck to get to the top 10. So the fact you got to the top 10 is absolutely commendable. Doable, but commendable. Austria was 10th in FM21. Wow, they were actually really high. Right behind Scotland. Nice. So they supplanted Netherlands for 6th at that time.
Yeah, I mean they definitely have had good teams in recent years.
Yeah, but
like
still.
Rapid Vienna.
Yeah.
Austria Vienna, Salzburg.
So let's see. They have a.
I'm sorry, Red Bull Salzburg.
So they have a 34 total rank at that time, and France had 61. So, yeah, that's 27 points to make up. And they, you average like 4 per year. Let's say you get 10 per year. They're still averaging 11 and a half per year. It's like, so if you had a great year where you won a 10, that means you won the Champions League and one of the other teams got to the semifinals or the finals of the Europa League, maybe you nail a 10. But France can get a 12 by having 4 or 5 of their teams get to the second round. That's it. That's all they got to do to beat you. And you've won the Champions League. We know this because when I won the Champions League in Ireland, it barely lifted us because one team can't do it. Yeah, so Austria was right behind Scotland, and they're currently there too. So I had to check that as well. So yeah, they really haven't moved much. That's what I thought. I thought they would be very, very similar in 21 to where they are now. But 6th absolutely is still a great accomplishment because even moving them from 10th to 6th, there's a lot of really good leagues in between you. I want to tell my team they're playing badly. So you need a second team. If you had a second team, you could definitely probably supplant France. I mean, we're finding this out now with Denmark, is that if Jacob and I both, the team you had is unbeatable. Absolutely. The team I had in Ireland last year was unbeatable. Basically, more or less. I guess I only won one Champions League. What am I bragging about? I made 2 other finals, but still, the points is about, doing well individually. I had one individually dominant team, and it wasn't enough.
The hardest part of the save was keeping your players.
It was.
At least for me.
It was for me too. Yeah, keeping your players was the hardest part of that. Yeah, I completely agree. Keeping your players is the hardest part of a Build a Nation. When you finally get a good dominant team, and they're not worth as much as other leagues because of the league they're playing in, it's hard. Challenging as all get out. So I have to figure out what to do. We're losing 2-0 to Italy. And I have no answers. I have switched to a 4-4-2. What? Okay. I forgot I switched to a 4-4-2 with Denmark. How's that going, you might ask? Well, don't ask. Shit. This is my backup plan? Ew. I really need to spend some time and go over my tactics with
15 times Champions League winner. That's fantastic. That means you went very far into the save as well.
absolutely, yep. Yep. But yeah, the trouble I found was one individual team succeeding cannot crack the top 5. It has to be 2, or better yet, 3 dominant teams to crack the top 5. So we're hoping that Jacob and I can do it, or we can be both successful enough. But we need Copenhagen to be successful as well.
The Devils are up 5-1.
Good. Against Colorado. Wow. That's amazing, actually. I had to put that into perspective in my head for a minute.
I wish I could watch the game, but I can't.
Oh, right. Only 3 subs. Okay, let's not sub off to Army. Let's do that. All right, let's see if changing my tactic will have any result whatsoever. We got 10 minutes to try to pull something out of this damn thing. 50-51 season. That's a good long game.
Do you still play it sometimes? Or is it completely done?
Well, he just looked something up on it. So I imagine he still got it.
I mean, there's a difference between still having a save and
still playing a save.
Playing a save every now and again.
Good point. Very good point. I haven't played it in a while. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you.
One of my friends still plays his Southampton save from FM13. In his mind, FM13 was the greatest FM that came out.
I agree.
I don't think I had. There was one of those years I didn't have the game.
13 was one of the ones, in my opinion, that made the largest jump from its predecessor. 13 was the last time we actually had super meaningful, big additions to the game. So I agree, 13 was probably one of the best, yeah.
He cannot be loaned abroad until he turns 18. Going through my short list.
So let's see, I have the most hours on 14. That's funny. It was pretty good, but it just kind of piggybacked off the success of 13. I'd say 13, 15, and I guess to a lesser extent, 19 kind of made a couple of strides, but really we haven't done anything significant since 13.
Was 19 the first year that they had 3 training slots per day?
No, I think it was before then.
Maybe 18?
I thought it was older than that even. I'm not sure. You got me there. I don't remember. It could have been. I just feel like it's older than that.
I couldn't tell you.
I'm not asking how. You won 15 Champions Leagues in a row. That's good. I wouldn't ask how. You win, you win. I know how to do that.
You win a Champions League by winning the final game of the Champions League season.
Yeah, I didn't need to ask. You win typically you win the final game of the season, period, and you're the Champions League. But some games are played after that. Very few leagues. 15, don't ask how. After losing in the quarterfinals in 34-35, we won at 35-36 and never looked back. That's good. It's a good run. It's a very good run. But that's the funny thing is I have taken a team and won 10, 11, 12 Champions Leagues in a row. And the nation I'm in still wasn't top 10. So, that's just how it goes sometimes. Because nobody else in the division was good. And all the divisions ahead of me, the teams, they had like 4 or 5 teams in competitions. They only had to get to the second round to get more points than me winning the Champions League. That's funny. That's how it works. It's like the better you do, the more teams you get. The more teams you get, the easier it is to stay up.
Hey, Harslav, you gave a debut too. When's Kaiser getting his debut? Or has he debuted already?
He has not debuted yet. Herself got a debut, did he? He did. I actually moved him up there, didn't I? Plays 3 positions. It's really hard not to include him.
Why are you including? Oh, that's Tui. That's not Kaiser. Where's Kaiser?
Under 21s, I think.
No, on my team, I can't find him. Oh,
Oh,
here he is.
hiding because he knows you're looking for him. Like, I didn't do it, coach. Yeah, he's on the under 21s. I'm sure he's getting called up soon, though. Oh, right. He has to take the spot of, like, Damsgaard, who's also the only left winger I have. So actually, he has to take over Christensen or Hoiberg. He's got some tough competition to get on the team because central midfield is where we have the most depth. Although Eriksson will probably retire soon. He's 35. And that will just pave the way for him to walk right onto the squad.
Awesome. Erickson, you gotta retire like now. Or like yesterday.
I'd rather not. He's still really contributing well at 35. He's still a starting 11.
Fine.
Although he's still at Manure, so I wonder if he's playing for them or not. Let's go see.
Oh no, my center back is injured for 3 weeks.
Oh no! Yep, he's still in there starting 11. Good for him. That's awesome. From a national team perspective, I do not want Eriksson to retire. We've already lost too many of our good star players.
What's that? Corinthians. Oh, I've been trying to sign you for 5,000 years.
5,000. Exaggeration.
Alright, fine. 4,999. Is that better?
So much.
He's interested in a loan. Let's see if I can get you in on a loan. Okay. Lingo.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Did the board?
Ooh, Ankerson is really a good star prospect for you. Yeah. Oh, top 50 best in the world. Wow, I got 5 guys on the Wonder Clubs list. Or Wonder Clubs, Wonder Kids. 5. How many you got?
Okay. I'm trying to get a player.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I just want the top 50 Wonder Kids list got put out. I wonder how many you have.
We have 5.
Yeah, we both have
Chandler.
5.
Well. We have 5. What? What are you, Iraqian? Iraqi. Wow, not Iraqian. You're Syrian. Okay. So, Cantler's number 14, but he's an on loan. Pizzotti, the striker, is number 26. Tui's 30. Gonarud is 31st. And El Halak, the Syrian left winger, is 40th. But he's not good.
No? Do they misread him?
I guess so.
You loaned him out?
I loaned him out to Eisborg, I think is how you say it.
Okay, yeah. And he's really not that great. Although I don't have a scout report on him anymore. I don't know what his potential is, but his value's up at 4 million. I mean, cash in on him then, if you don't think he's that great. Because
You're probably right.
I'm inclined to agree. He doesn't look that great. I should scout him again to be sure. Sold him at 20 million. That's good profit. Yeah, I have number 11 and 13, so I have a couple guys ahead of Chandler, though, like you said, he's an unknown. Yeah. Steinen and Kasper Koch, my goalkeeper, is number 13.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm playing the hell out of him. Jean-Alex Gamba, nice. Ferrational, that's hilarious that Unal made that list. Who's
That's a good piece of profit, though, buying someone for 70,000 and selling him for 20 mil.
Yeah, not
At
bad.
least you were able to.
I mean, if I'm thinking about our Ireland game, though, I had similar things where I had a good wonder kid bought for, X amount, like 100,000, 150,000. 20 million probably just, it's not that much. It's usually I wanted to keep the player more than I wanted the money. Because after you've won like 10 Champions Leagues, you're not hurting for money. You want good players. To having to,
True.
I remember that's what we said. Keeping our players is the hardest part. Like it was hard when I was forced to sell a player for like 20 mil, and I knew that if I was in the English Premier League, he'd be worth 100. It was hard.
And at least you didn't have a board that would just sell your two best players.
Right? I got so lucky that didn't happen to me. With the well, actually, no, the board did step in twice, but I told them
did
not to, and then they let it go. With you, they just said we're selling him anyway. Don't know what
Okay,
you're
so
supposed
we
to do.
made a $15 million offer for Adrino, who is a 18-year-old striker
Okay.
and attacking midfielder. And I remember trying to get him the last stream that we did. But now Flamengo has made a bid for him, and so we really need to get this dude in.
Dude, get the dude.
He'd probably be better off he's as a attacking midfielder.
Get the dude. Wow.
Oh, it's 5-4 now.
What? It's a funny thing about NHL as well.
Wait, how is he watching the game?
Push in Romania was a fun challenge. Yeah, it would be. But Zombie is a bit harder. Yeah, I bet. All right, we're getting a penalty. Hopefully, we can beat Moldova because we got smoked by Italy. I mean, it was only 2-0, but we weren't really ever in the game. Sad. And yeah, Herslov made his debut because one of my other defenders was red carded for that last game. But still, he came in off the bench and he did just fine. Only the league winner gets to the Champions League in Africa. Yeah, I never did any of the African ones.
So, does the spots in Africa change? Like in Europe, how if you perform well, you get more spots?
Should be, right?
I don't know, because in North America it doesn't change.
Oh, yeah.
Qualification places.
So no matter how well you do.
No, it's only one. Only one team gets in from each nation in the Champions League.
Oof.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Right, though. In a way, that would make it easier. Because they don't have multiple teams gathering points in the tournament. So if you win it, you're always getting more points than everyone else because they don't have two teams making the semifinals, for example.
You'd have to what do you call it? You'd have to win your league every year, though.
Yeah, you got to win the league every year, win the Champions League every year. But if you get to that point, you can become the number one team. Because, like I said, my biggest beef is that I could win the Champions League every year, but a team that has 4 teams in the Champions League only has to make the quarterfinals. 3 of those 4 teams have to make the quarterfinals, and they get more points than I do if I win the thing. That's just silly. But yeah, if it's only 1 team per league, the winner gets the most. Simply put, that is actually better.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16.
Now they've got a third tournament, and they're all worth the same amount of damn points. What was it, 876 or something points?
Hold on.
Sorry,
You this is gonna be crazy. I don't know what nature coefficients. Okay, so one.
I'm gonna learn all about it.
12. Right. So they have a Champions League and a Europa style competition. So a first one and the second one. And let me see if Gerd Geek has actually said anything about this. Okay. So from what I see on Football Manager, right?
Mhm.
One team makes the Champions League, one team makes the second tournament. Right?
Yeah.
There are 2 qualifying rounds before the group stages.
Okay.
Hold on, this is the wrong competition. Champions League. Preliminary round. Okay. So, by the looks of it, every team goes into the first qualifying round.
Okay.
32, 60. There's 64 teams in the qualifying round. Okay, 64 teams in the first qualifying round, 32 teams in the second, and then 16 teams in the group stages, 4 groups of 4.
Mm-hmm.
You only get points like coefficient points if you make it into the group stage.
Okay.
So, yeah, that sounds very interesting to do. I'm not gonna lie.
You only get coefficient points in Europe if you get into the group stage too.
Nope. All qualifying spots give coefficient points.
Do they? How much?
It's very, very small. So, like, if you look at the coefficients for Europe, everyone has coefficients except like the last 4.
Half a point for
And
a
that's
draw,
because
1 point for a win. It's just that simple. Okay.
you're probably right about that.
I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
But what blasts my head right through the roof is that if I win the Champions League and you win the Europa League, we get the same amount of points. I don't like that. That shouldn't be like that. Unless it's
In Europe
876.
or in Africa?
Europe. I don't know about Africa. I'm talking about Europe.
It's halved.
Is it? Okay, coefficient
yeah.
points.
UEFA Champions League, UEFA. What was it? Nation coefficient? Nope, I need the actual. Here we go.
2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw in the group stage. Regardless. And then in knockouts, it is all the same points. So it doesn't matter. If you win the Europa League, I win the Champions League, we get the same amount of points. Unless you find something different than I'm looking at.
Give me a second.
Yeah. So top 4 associated. Yeah, okay. That's what they all get. Top 4 nations. Yeah, because it's a matter of some of these teams are just getting teams into like the quarterfinals, and that's still giving them more points than teams that are getting to the final. I wish they would change that so that success actually puts you higher. Because I mean, once you get to the top 4 places, you have so many European spots. It's really hard to fail. Yeah, the money is less like halved, like you said, but the points that you're awarded for the coefficient table looks to be exactly the same, regardless of the tournament. Even the Euro 2 or whatever the hell it's called, same amount. And I guess the third tournament, the goal was to have more points available to lower leagues. And that's happening, but it's not going to be enough to catch the top four ever. The points distribution now is more even than it's ever been with an additional tournament. Ooh, Israel held Italy to a draw. So that helps.
Yes, it is. Okay, yeah, you're right. Knockout stages, they each.
It's all the same. And that's great for smaller leagues. Like, you can say, well, we won the Euro 2 Cup. We should get points. Yes, you should. Should it be the same as the Champions League winner? Maybe not.
I
But
don't
winning
think
is
so.
winning is winning is winning is winning to them, and that's how it works. But again, like I said, once you're in the top four, five places, even France, being in fifth, they may slip now that PSG is kind of crushing their own competition a little bit. Like what they're doing to their nation is not good. They should recognize that and understand that they don't care if they're the only team getting the Champions League, though. They wouldn't.
Oh, hold on.
Mhm.
Oh, wait a second.
Okay, got me excited here. I'm worried.
It might not go through.
What happened? You try to sign a player and he may not come.
Okay, so we got Adreno. Okay, so I asked my board to sign Adreno. They got him for a $15 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Great.
Now Corinthians is asking for a loan back. I'm going to decline that loan back. But since they're asking, wait, the remainder of the season. When's the end of the Brazilian season?
I think they're at the end of December.
So
They're on the silly schedule, the one we played in Ireland. So who'd you go after? Adrenal? Like is in the gland?
shut up.
Like I'm
I don't know
sorry.
how to pronounce his name.
Well, that's okay.
He's on Corinthians,
Corinthians.
COR for
What
you.
was he on the Wonder Kids list? Is that
No, but he's been somebody I've been trying to get for a
Corinthians?
while.
Yes, he is. He's 38th on the Wonder Kids list. I found him.
Okay.
Andrino.
Um,
Cool.
why
I have
can I
no
not find
information on
him?
him, but he's 18. Wow, look at this. Wow.
Oh, here we go.
It's a shame about that
Uh,
11 jumping reach for a 6-footer, but still, that's a good player. You'd probably play him as an attacking central mid.
yeah. Do I want him to be loaned back? They, like you said, they end in December.
I don't know if
No,
it's
because
a matter of getting him or not. The loan back may help if it helps you secure him.
well, the contract offer has been accepted.
Yeah.
I think because Corinthians is asking to get the player back.
Okay. Well then, just say no if you want. You want me to save it ahead of time? Here, I'll save it.
Yeah, save it. Yeah.
Because if it fucks it up on you, we'll just go back. Honestly, I don't give a shit.
Okay. I'm gonna reject. I'm gonna reject the loan back.
Yeah. I shouldn't fuck it up.
Let's see.
I almost always reject loan backs and should never taken the deal away from me completely because of it.
Yeah, we don't need to make a deal for DOS. Because he's over 18, so he should be able to get a work permit.
Okay. That's awesome.
That's the thought, at least.
Let's hope for the best. Oh, I got to play you in between my Real Madrid games? Boo, creepy foot doctor. Well, you might bite into that 13-point lead I have on you.
What is this?
I guess I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Why? Doesn't it usually show me who I lost to when I hover over this? It's not.
Yes.
It's not right now. Huh. It's not showing me.
Interesting. When was the game last updated?
It was Copenhagen. The game last updated? I don't know.
Because the winter update isn't happening until the end of the month, right? Give or take. That's what I heard, at
It
least.
should literally be any day now.
I wonder why. Maybe.
You know today's the 1st, right? The end of the month has come and
Yes.
gone. Oh, you heard end of
Oh, no,
March?
no. I was told yesterday the end of March.
Oh wait, who told you that?
Well, that's what I heard. That's what we were talking about on the stream yesterday.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't see any reason why it would be end of March.
Okay. We're playing Michelin.
Top
Let's
12
see.
top 12 nations based off of points from the Champions League and Confederation Cup get 2 teams in the Champions League. That's for Africa, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's okay, so there's a way to get a second team in there. That's cool.
Okay, because it wasn't showing up on FM, and I didn't feel like using Wikipedia or anything.
Yeah.
Because it didn't make sense to me, because there's 55 nations in Africa, but there were 64 slots in the preliminary round. 55 nations. I wonder if that means some teams don't get a spot in the Champions League. This is so intriguing right now, and it shouldn't be.
Why shouldn't it be?
Okay, yeah, so okay, so Eritrea, Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, Reunion, and Sierra Leone. So 64. Everything's starting to add up now. It's just interesting to see how all these competitions work and to learn about them. That's something that I like.
Totally. I need you to start today. I have to play some different players today. Steinen. Frollo.
Do the winners of the Champions League and Confederation Cup also automatically make it into the Champions League the next year? Because I think if that's,
That's what he said. Yeah.
I think
Confederation Cup get 2 teams in the Champions League.
So the way it works is the top 12 nations based off points from the Champions League and Confederation Cup get 2 teams in the Champions League.
It's a very different system, isn't it?
That gets me to 62 teams. But there were 64 in the first qualifying round.
Okay, so there's 2 more teams somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, I'm wondering if
doesn't the Champions League winner get reinvited?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, if it's an automatic entry into the next season.
You would think that having the defending champions would be an automatic. That's something I would think. I don't know, though. I mean, of course, we've got to wait for the answer.
It wasn't like that all in Europe, though, until like 2014 or 2013, I think.
That's true.
Right?
I think that's exactly right, yeah.
Yeah, so the way I have the math worked out in my head, right, just looking at FM, there are 55 nations in Africa. The bottom 5 don't get a spot in the Champions League, so that's 50 nations that get a spot in the Champions League. He says the top 12 nations get 2 spots.
Okay.
So that's 62 teams. But the first preliminary round had 64 teams in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm missing 2 teams somewhere.
So when you have winner of Confederations Cup?
No, not in that 62. And I didn't have the winner of the Champions League, and that's 62 as well. So I'm wondering if that's the last two teams.
But he says the Confederation Cup gets two teams, so maybe it's the winner and the finalist. But that would mean that the winner of the Champions League isn't automatically invited back, which
He
isn't
says
necessarily the case.
The top 12 nations based off points from the Champions League and the Confederations Cup. So the top 12 teams, in terms of coefficient points, get two teams in the Champions League.
Okay, I might just be understanding. I'm not entirely sure how to interpret the wording. Sorry, Guard Geek, it's not on you. I'm sure that it makes perfectly good sense when you know it, but I don't, and I admit that I'm not up on that stuff. And it's interesting to hear about it, learn about it though. So far, I'm learning something completely new.
When you don't play in Europe, you have to relearn all of this stuff basically.
Okay, so the winner of the Champions League go back in. The Confederation Cup winner only gets back into the Confederation Cup. Oh, got it.
Oh wow.
So the winner of the Champions League gets in. So that makes 63. So where's the 64th team?
Interesting. Now my question is, what if the winner of the Confederation Cup gets into the Champions League via winning their league? It's so there's I can just look into the advanced editor.
But he didn't say the Confederations Cup winner goes into the Champions League. So the Confederation Cup winner goes back into the Confederation Cup.
Yeah, but what if you qualify for the Champions League by winning your domestic league?
That is a good question. Yeah.
Yeah, so to equate that to Europe, it's like if City was in the Europa League and they won the Europa League and the Premier League, where would they go? Would they go to both? That would be interesting.
Well, they're not going to go into both. I just can't imagine that being the case.
I know.
Can you imagine Manchester City's in the Champions League and the Europa League at the same time?
Well, I don't. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting.
They can afford to have two completely different teams to play in those tournaments.
Yes, they can.
They might be competitive on both fronts. You just don't know. They have pretty decent depth.
I wish I knew all this when I did my Africa save last year.
Right?
But my team wasn't good. I was in the second division of Egypt, so I wasn't even looking at this stuff.
Always got to make it harder on yourself.
Yeah, right. We can never make things simple.
Well, where is your favorite English team now? What division are they in again? I can't remember.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, what division are they in now?
League 2. They're going to get relegated, though. They might even...
I didn't actually forget, right? I just wanted to hear you say it.
Yeah. But they might actually fold, to be completely honest.
I also heard that, yeah. That makes me less happy.
If they don't have the funds to operate in the National League. Which is sad, but...
It's the reality of football right now.
If I ever win the lottery, I'm going to donate $10 million to them.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I've said this since I was 14 years old.
Yeah. Once you have the money in hand, it won't happen.
Well, if you win a $300 million lottery, I can spare $10 million for my favorite team.
Yeah, you'll end up with a financial advisor, and they absolutely will not let you. They'll talk you out of it.
Do you think I give a crap what the financial advisor says?
You will.
Why?
I have worked in the legal field long enough to know I have met a ton of people who have had financial windfalls. And so many of them are like, this is what I'm going to donate my money to when I get it. And do you want to know what percentage of them ever follow through on those donation intentions? Almost none. And when it comes to those donation intentions, none of them say as much as 10 million.
Well,
it's easy to have resolve when the money is imaginary. It's a lot different once you have the money.
I've considered just trying to buy the team for 10 million.
That's
then I don't wanna have to
more
deal-
realistic. Yeah, a financial advisor
wanna
may
have
think
to-
that's okay.
I don't want to have to deal with the financial pressures of the club.
That's just it. If you get a club like that, you pay off their debts. Once they're debt free, it's a matter of do not pay out more than you take in. That means you might go down a few more
True.
divisions, but
For true.
that's the reality. Do the Accrington
But they don't
Stanley.
take. They don't take in anything to begin with. That's why they're in the predicament that they're in.
Wait, they have no income? Like zero income?
They don't get fans at the games, and the players that they have are on such high wages for the level that they're playing at.
Fans don't come to their games?
No.
They
I'll tell you.
they don't deserve to have a team then, straight up.
Oh, because you have City and United smack dab in the middle between the two,
Yeah.
and a bunch of other championship level teams. I'll tell you what their attendance was the last 5 games at
Mhm.
home.
I'd love to hear this because wow, that's hurting for certain.
All right, Archdale matches.
Could you please beat Midtjylland already?
I paused it because I want to look this up.
I understand, but I'd really like you to beat them.
All right, so Scotland has a capacity of like 13 or 15,000.
So that's the size of their stadium.
Yeah,
Wow.
the attendance 4,600.
So that's not zero.
2,000. What is this? Is this a league game? This was a Saturday league game at 3 p.m. 2,700.
Okay, so it's not zero.
Saturday, 2,700. Is that the same attendance exactly? Are you giving me BS figures for my 4,000? 2,300. Saturday, January 7th, 2,400. So they're not even selling, what is that? 2,500 out of. They're not even selling out 10% of their stadium.
Okay, that's neither here nor there. 1 second, please. So, the average attendance of Accrington Stanley is 2,997. They're in League One and they don't lose money.
Oh. Where there? I don't know. Rochdale just don't
So,
get
It's
income from anywhere.
It's just mismanagement. They do. They get income from
It is.
tickets. They do. There's 2,000 some odd fans there buying tickets.
Yes, because they don't want to see their club die, not because the football is good.
All right, so that alone, you just have to base it off of that income. Do not spend more than that income. That's all there is to it. That means you need to start releasing
Okay.
players, letting players leave, and only working within their means. That's what all these clubs need to be doing.
Yeah. Red card, Tarrington. Thank you.
65th,
65th minute.
I got to jump in on that. Steinen playing? I have an extra reason. Oh,
So
Kaiser. No, he's not playing. I'm here. Put Kaiser in, please. No, I'm kidding. You do what you want.
okay. Go like this.
Oh, that's your player getting a red card. Whoa, that's not what I was expecting. Are you making things confusing? I don't think you're making things confusing. That's more clarification than I had on it before.
If the Champions League winners also win their league, and that spot will go to the team in third, I think the Confederation Cup winner does go into the champion. Okay, so it is 64 teams.
Yeah, there's your 64.
Then if the winner also wins their league, that Champions League from the Confederation Cup
goes to the
goes
runner-up.
to the runner-up. Okay.
And then if the
Okay.
runner-up is already in, because they made it via their league, then it probably goes to another league. I mean, there's going to be steps to figure out this whole thing. Somebody's got a roadmap for
Yeah.
this somewhere, and you know they do, because
Yeah.
it's probably come up once or twice in history. I don't think that's
But
confusing at all. I think that's actually more clarification than we had by a lot.
oh, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting scenarios, and
Mhm.
it's interesting to think about these things.
It's
It's a
different.
thought experiment.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is Kaiser going to come off the bench today?
No.
Okay.
Let's see. No, he's not.
Okay. All right. Here's a corner kick for AGF. Score here, get your lead, and then hold on to it.
Oh, it's paused. It's not going to be a highlight.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you pause the game, it's just, I don't know. It's not a highlight.
It's automatically undoes your chance to score. Got it. Could you imagine if that was a real thing? If you pause at this part, you don't get a goal, even if it would have been a goal.
Jesus.
Oh, where's the penalty? Oh my god!
I don't.
He got manhandled on the box.
Game anymore.
You don't.
I don't remember the last time I got a penalty.
Mm. Back in my day. Sorry, I figured there was a story that was going to start with that somewhere. Oh, Thornton.
Oh, I don't have him looking up. They're playing with 6 men inside our half. We should be able to counter and get something. Jesus.
Yeah. I only do research for Europe, so I pretty much only pay attention to Europe, but I understand that there's a lot going on in other ones. I have played in Asia before. I played in Asia one time, and that's why I didn't do it 2 times. I played in China when they started splashing cash, and that was, I think, FM16 or something. And I played as a Chinese team, and it was actually pretty fun for a few hours, a few days even. But that's not a hard one to win.
I don't think they have as much money in China anymore than what they used to.
No, yeah, they only had like a brief time there when they were trying to splash out a lot of cash and build up their nation, and they stopped doing it. They still got big money teams, but just not like they were doing for those few years there. Next, build the nations in Asia. That should be fun. Yeah. Which nation will it be?
Well, get a Japanese database. Give SI the middle finger. Was that a league game or a cup game? That was a league game.
Red Rose 1882.
Let's see. Do I know what team? What nation that's in?
Somebody might be a Paul McCartney fan here. Vietnam. Wow, that'll be entertaining. Hello.
Oh, that's he was in the stream. He was in the stream yesterday. He was hating on Chelsea.
Oh, okay. I just hear when I hear Red Rose 1882, the first thing I think of is Paul McCartney. So,
yeah, I think it was Chelsea. I don't remember. I feel like yesterday was a year ago.
Well, there's nothing wrong with hating on Chelsea, is there?
No. No.
I don't have anything against it. I don't have anything against it. 2 days before this happens again. I think it's safe to play these guys.
Adreno goes to Flamingo.
Adreno is a flamingo. Got it. He flaps his arms wildly.
His release clause is only 17.5 million.
Oh, no, this wasn't the person hating on Chelsea yesterday.
Nope,
your memory is incorrect. He says that would not have been him or her, depending. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. That was not them. And therefore, you owe this person an apology. I know you already just said
I
you're sorry. I know you
apologize.
just said you're sorry already. God, just being such an ass about it. I'm sorry.
You told me to apologize twice, making me talk about my favorite team that's no longer going to exist in a year and a half.
I
What else?
hope they still
What else?
exist. That
You
is not something I'm
want to
rooting
beat
for.
me? You want to beat me 10-0 in this game?
I kind of don't think that's going to happen.
Do
You've
you
been
wanna
known to
go
clown
for-
Potter and Chelsea in the past, but it wasn't yesterday.
Wait, was it not? He was talking to Honey Badger about Chelsea. I thought.
Okay, that's
It had to have been someone else then.
don't matter. It's not a big enough thing to
It
worry
doesn't
about.
matter.
That's funny though. Yeah, but not yesterday. Okay, that's cool.
Oh.
No, Graham Potter is too negative a coach for that team. He gets in a bunch of attacking options, and he decides that he wants to play possession football. He should just be playing go route one. He'd probably have better success. They should put me in charge.
Put us in charge.
Yeah, well, you'd be my assistant manager, no question, right there.
They would hate me and love you.
They'd what?
They'd hate me and love you.
No, other way around.
You sure? I'm very demanding.
Yeah, but you're nice about it.
You sure? Because like, if you suck, I have no problem just terminating your contract.
You're just a big cuddly teddy bear.
Okay.
And then one of the nicest
I'm gonna
people
give
out
them
there.
Am I gonna give him a hug goodbye as I'm saying you need to leave this team now?
I don't know, Jacob. You just have that one of those personalities that the way you do that, they'd probably think it was their idea. You know, like just.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think I need to leave.
I think diplomacy is just a natural thing for you. I don't know what it is.
Sometimes our youth facilities finally got upgraded. Let's do it again. Stupid old management or old board.
You were clowning Blake over Phoenix Rising. Chelsea was like a week ago, and maybe next week, depending on if Potter is still there. Something tells me he's still going to be, unless I'm in charge next week. If I'm in charge next week, then because I did send an email to Todd Bowley. That's not even a joke. I did legitimately email him about that position. I'm not even kidding. I did. Yep. I 100% emailed him and told him that I would like to take over Chelsea. Not even joking. I imagine it probably won't get read. But I do know his email, and I did email him. Yeah.
Oh, you have a game. Okay.
So let's see if he wants to hire that random Canadian guy that works on Football Manager.
You know, like, would you even have a scouting department, or would you just use FM?
I would have a scouting department. Let's be real. FM is
Okay.
great, and it's a great scouting tool. And I'd probably have at least 2 or 3 scouts that used it. It's like,
Okay.
you guys sit there and play Football Manager.
No, but why though? Just look at the database and look at players' current ability.
Okay, so the why, honestly, is
editor.
because there are some researchers for Football Manager that aren't that great. You know, like they don't get as much detail on the players as they should.
Sure, but like it can give you a short list of players to go actually scout. Right?
Yeah, granted. That's why I said I would have 2 or 3 probably scouts that played Football Manager, and it would be you 3 sit there, play Football Manager. Yeah.
But no, you're not. I would just look at the pregame editor
Yeah, of course.
and
That's
sort by.
but wouldn't it be better to be
potential
paid to
ability.
play the game too? That would be fun.
No, because you're spending longer time on. Well, I would call it a vacation if you told me to go scout someone in Colombia.
Well, it depends on where it is, right? You know, you got to have a scouting network. I do believe in real life a scouting network is absolutely essential. So yes, I would still have one.
Now, what about using multiple affiliate clubs from different nations, like what City does and like what Red Bull Leipzig does?
Pulisic came. Okay, so let's see. He left Chelsea 23-24 to Atalanta. Played there for 2 seasons. Now, he's on Real Madrid. Who's his agent? I don't know, and I don't care. But that's where he is. If you get enough points, you can redeem them, and I can transfer him somewhere else during a transfer window and to a realistic team, not like some butter. It's got to be somewhat realistic. But yeah, if you see a player and you don't like where he's at, let me know. We can talk it over, discuss where he's going to be next.
We moved Ramsey. We moved Klopp.
Kelleher,
We moved.
and we used Jurgen Klopp moved, although he moved on his own after that. I'm down 3-0 in 20 minutes to Real Madrid. They are just crushing us, and we're at home.
Nice.
3-0 already in 20
now
minutes.
you know how I feel sometimes.
I know how you feel most of the time. It's not like I've never lost a game in this before. I mean, I told you I was going to lose to Real Madrid, and I meant it. I know the difference in quality between their team and mine. I'm going to get a new drink while this half plays out. One sec. My goal in games like this is always to try to keep it as close as possible and as respectable as possible. 3-0 at halftime is not those things. I would consider this terrible. So I'm going to tell my players, I'm going to go with, you've been terrible. Sort it out. Okay, let's see if we get a goal back. My prediction is we will lose this match 3-1. Let's find out. Yep, we're going to get one back, and they will not score in the second half. We can carry that momentum into the away game where we will only lose 2-0 and therefore 5-1 in aggregate. Yeah. And I'll consider that somewhat close. There's our goal. Oh, no, offside. Oh, no, it's up on the board, so it counts. Yeah, there's our goal. Nice.
Me too.
3-1. Now there won't be another goal.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not this good at predicting things, but I've had my moments. Actually, watch us storm back and tie this shit up or something crazy like that. My team likes to do that. They love to give me like a glimpse of hope every once in a while, and then they totally bomb it. But I do know my team is not nearly as good as what I'm seeing here. They got Camavinga, they got Pulisic, Pino, Tchouameni, Militao, Courtois, Alba. Yeah, Alaba. Sorry, Alaba, not Alba. But yeah, this is a good team I'm playing against. Like, really good. I have Cometio. It's like, yeah. I have Angelo. He's my star player. And yeah, honestly, he'd probably be a starter on Real Madrid, but he's the only one that would have a hope of cracking their top 11. Oh, does that one count? It does. It's 3-2. Let's go. They're exceeding my expectations now. It's part of my secret is keep my expectations reasonably low, and then anything after that is gravy. 3-3 off of a freak Asp Jansen ties this shit up. Let's do this. I mean, we still got to find a way to beat them away, unless we get a big enough lead here, which I'm not counting on, but damn. The second half has been like a transformation. We are a completely different team. We are outplaying them horribly in the second half. All right, it's the 85th minute. I haven't made a substitution yet. That's how well they're playing. But it's time. It is time for stormy weather. It is time. I'm going to put out Steinen. You're coming off for Stakers. Frollo for Esmeralda. Let's see if we can hold on to this draw at the very least with my substitutes. I'm going to praise them, even though I should demand more. Because honestly, the second half has been amazing. I think they're coming back to take their lead back now that I made subs. Oh, no. Pulisic's going to miss the mark by a lot. Wow, Pulisic. That was truly atrocious. If you weren't already on a 7.7, I'd make fun of you. I'm disappointed that we didn't win. Okay, my players agree with me. Well, now I got to play you, and then I got to go try to beat them in their barn. So that's going to be entertaining.
You can do it.
beat Real Madrid in Real Madrid. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. I'm going to go beat them in Madrid.
Okay. Good.
That's a Forge FC level finish by place. But he scored once before that, so it doesn't really matter. He's like you said, he had a 7.7 rating on that game. Missing once is not a biggie. Oh, Jean Gamba is missing for this game. AGF. We're gonna rest everybody for one day.
St. Louis City in the Champions League? What?
Say what? Why? How? How did they get in?
So that's what I'm about to find out.
They won a cup? That's my guess. That's the expansion team, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I played as them, and I couldn't get into the Champions League.
I don't know.
I built a pretty good team with them too, and I didn't win anything. Built a good team. Oh, it was so boring going through the first season with no games and barely being able to do anything because you had no budget until the next season starts. Like, why don't they give you the budget ahead of time? That would have made more sense.
They operate on a year-by-year basis, I guess, and can't. I don't know.
I had to sit there and just sim through a whole season. I could have holidayed it, but I never holiday anything. You might miss stuff.
True.
I have a little bit of FOMO.
You don't want to miss something in an MLS save.
I have a little bit of FM FOMO. So I don't holiday. Okay. Where is...
I'm sorry. You have 20 of these. Yeah, 20 chances created. Oh, chances created, not clear-cut chance.
Still a lot. Where's Drop Bear when I need him? Drop Bear! Need him to tell me what formation to play against you.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. He's not here.
A 4-4.
I'm going to stick with whatever.
4-3-3. A flat 4-3-3.
Flat 4-3-3. Okay. Thank you.
Are you actually going to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I have one. Which one did I do for... Oh my, now I gotta remember which one it was. Flat 4-3-3. No, I don't like that one. Let's see, I've got a few on here. How about this one? Oh, yeah. Let's try that one. That one looks fun. Okay.
I'm afraid.
I wouldn't be. I don't remember which 4-3-3 was decent out of the 10,000 of them that we tested. So don't worry about it.
So the board expects us to lose, and the fans want us to draw. They got some high expectations.
That's reasonable. I mean, you have high expectations for yourself, so they're allowed to join you there.
Do I?
You have high expectations for you, yes.
Okay. If you say so.
Yep, 4-3-3. Did I just save? I did just save, right?
Oh, you did not.
Okay. Before and after every game. It's the safe thing to do. Well, let's see how this tactic plays out. If I have to change it at halftime, I will. But I don't know. Don't know what to expect. Not worried about it. I want Jacob to win, but I'm not going to let him win. That's how I approach most of this. I have a 13-point lead on him, so if he beats me, I don't care. And I want him to get more points so that he can secure his position. But I'm not going to just let him have 3 points. That just, no manager should do that.
I agree.
Okay. I was wondering if I wanted to play GOG in this game. Now I get to.
To play God?
GOG. I call him GOG, remember? Because his name is
Yeah.
Goikotsia, I think. Yeah, Goikotsia. It's a long, convoluted name.
We have a couple players like that.
Mm-hmm. The other ones are easier to say, though.
Well, we have my. Is he Italian or is he Spanish?
Oh,
He's
on your
Italian.
team. Yeah, you got a couple, definitely. Wait, what's the numbers look like? We're winning possession. I like that. Couple shots, not bad. We're only at the 15th minute, so let's see how my back plays. That's what I'm really worried about is how will my back play with only 4? Because usually I need all 5 of my defenders back there to stop you, and that's why. Because normally right there, that would be Borset, right in the middle, stopping your striker. But I don't have a central defender in the middle there. And Borset and Cometio both ended up picking up the wrong player.
Listen, Borset felt bad for me that he ended up leaving and decided to give us a goal.
Well, I don't know. He shouldn't. This is why I like playing with 5 at the back, though. Because I know my midfield will do well.
Oh, here's Angelo. I was going to score.
I know my strikers will do well.
Ooh.
But I don't know how my defense is going to perform, and that's what worries me. That's offside by at least a foot. But
Nope.
Doesn't look like the referees feel that way.
I thought it was onside.
Well, this isn't going well. This is already going horribly, actually. Ah! Okay, we're already back in my end. Okie dokie. Well, that wasn't the right one, was it? Let's try this one. I don't know what to do. It's 3-0 now. That's terrible, man. Oh, shit.
I'll keep going. You're doing just fine.
No. I'm not going to leave it out there. My God. It's 3 goals on 3 shots. Like, we're clearly
Don't say
doing
anything.
horribly. We're clearly doing horrible.
So maybe I should be playing Gonarud up top.
I have mentioned it a few times, but that's fine.
I know.
You're also playing against a team that's just throwing a tactic raw out there. But, I mean, that's worked out for me in the past, so it's hard to say. Hard to say what I'm going to expect out of this game. I need to look at this. That's a 4. That's a 4. Yeah, no.
Did you lower the
I actually want you there. Did you? Oh, you scored again. I was like, did we get one? No, we didn't get one. Oh my God! Did I lower what?
the speed of the game?
No, this is the speed my games go at all the time. I don't know why yours is so much faster.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because
Now,
I'm the
did
home
you
team.
increase it?
No, it's the same.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because I'm the home team. It goes at the speed that I play at. I'm not sure.
Maybe you're because you're the host of the save. I don't know.
Not sure. I know your games are faster. I've attempted to adjust to that, but it's hard.
Oh, you do whatever you wish. If you play it slower, that's fine. That's a penalty. That's a bad one to give up, though.
It doesn't matter. You're up 4 goals. What difference does it make?
I don't get my shit out.
Clean sheet. You've only got a 1 XG and you've scored 4 times. That's horrendous. My defense is wow. Borisov's at a 6.2.
Is he gonna save it, Torkelson?
You never know. Might as well. I mean, everything else is going shit awful for us. Okay, I need to look through What would I throw
Like-
up there if I needed a goal for real?
Me, whenever a goal is scored, the game is being played slower.
That's
So you
odd.
so you have the ball right now, and it's making me think that you're gonna score.
Oh, wow. I'd like to tell you how funny that is to me, but I'm busy. Let's try that.
Okay.
I've never seen Angelo on a 5.8. That's new to me.
You just injured Chandler.
Oh, that's not on purpose at all. Oh, now the game's going in slow motion for me.
Oh,
The
maybe because
fu-
whenever we look at our tactics screen,
Are you looking at your
'Cause
tactics
that's what
screen
I'm
right
doing.
now? Oh, that
Yeah.
explains it. Okay, because yeah, it's in super slow motion right now. That is dumb. I don't want it to do that. Hmm. Are you done on your tactics screen yet? Like, it's going to be halftime soon. And you're up 4, so the game doesn't need to be that
Right.
slow.
there's an injury. I'm sorry.
Oh. Yeah. I don't see an injury, though. It sucks, though, if they injure Chandler. That's not good. Not what we're trying to do.
Oh, offsides. Okay.
Well, I get to go into the half down 4, potentially, if not more. We'll see. That's going to be pretty tough to come back from, though I don't have the achievement for coming back in a game where you're down by 3 or more yet.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Okay.
haven't been down by that much at the half before. This is the most I've ever
No.
been down in a half in Football Manager at 23 this season. I've been down by 3, never 4. So what I need to look at then is realistically if that would make more sense. And so would that. Yeah. Well, we have a way higher XG and everything. Like we are, it's just inexplicable why we're losing this game so badly.
Can't say that I disagree. Because I agree.
Looking at all the numbers, there's just I don't even know what to adjust because the numbers say we should be winning.
Uh-oh. You have 6 players running into the box.
I'm aware of what's happening. I know exactly what this tactic does, and it's nearly unstoppable when it plays well. That's why I put it out there. This is not one of my usual ones. This is my. It's called Liverpool GAG, which stands for Get a Goal. When I badly need a goal, this is the one I put out.
You need more than one. You need a couple.
Goals? Well, I mean, I need 4, but yeah. Like I said, I'm not normally down by 4. I can't think of a time where I've had to compensate for a 4-goal deficit. I mean, I figure if we start with 1, we can just build from there. But we're clearly running out of time. And it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I kind of hoped you would win, but I wasn't going to hand you the game. Although my players decided, indeed, to hand you the game. Even this, like, we're getting
Listen,
chances. But
I'm taking them all out to eat. Out to eat. $1,000 steaks for each of them.
Oh, you're right. I have to. Like, we got a 2.76
Perfect
XG. We haven't scored.
Dessert.
I've got players with red ratings. I've never had a player finish with a red rating in this game.
First time for everything, I would
Oh, yeah,
say.
absolutely. Yeah. It's bound to happen. Just unfortunate that it happened now. That's not true. I'd rather lose to you than one of the AI opponents. So.
2 players in red ratings now.
That's what I said. I have 2 players in red ratings. It's literally what I just said.
Yeah, I just heard one. I heard
Oh, no,
one.
no, no, no. I
Because
said
I
2.
saw Angelo.
No, I have 2. This is by far one of the grossest games I've ever seen because, like, all the numbers even favor us except for the one that matters. Nah, 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 nah. I know what you're going to say.
He took that kick with the outside of his foot.
Yeah, it worked. Kind of. Got it down the pitch anyway. Is this really? This is just disgusting. Every shot you've put on target has gone in.
Yeah. Except one. But who's counting?
What the fuck just happened to my team?
Oh, no, you're right. Every shot on target has gone in.
Yep. What the hell happened to my team? Who are these guys?
I don't know. Why am I not playing this formation like normal? More often.
I don't know. I don't know what you did, so.
You don't want to know what I did.
I don't want to know?
Trust me.
Yeah, I do.
No.
Why not?
I told my assistant manager to start my best 11.
That's fine. I started my best 11 too.
No, but like I thought my best 11 was different.
Looks right to me. Well, maybe not Hall in the middle, although maybe you subbed him in. I don't know.
Yeah, when I got the injury.
Oh, okay.
And Herslov was a center back, but he's ineligible to play. Oh, look at this.
Well, the guy subbed on got a goal.
His first ever goal, of course.
Yeah.
Because why not?
I know. I just put a bunch of kids out there. There's really nothing else I can do. This is far and away the worst game I've ever seen any team I've ever had in FM23 play. Probably 22 as well. Most likely 21, but I don't remember that far back all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say 20 because I remember at least 2 games in FM20 where I did much worse.
That were.
Because I was playing a very experimental system. Now I've got 4 players with red ratings. 4, including my goalkeeper. And Borset's one of them. I can't say. Look at all the cards.
So Borset for me is showing a 6.0, which is interesting.
He's got a 5.8
Actually,
for me.
Yeah, okay. So we had the same screen. So on the right where it shows the formation, he had a 6.0, but when I went to your name in the middle, it was showing the 5.8.
Well, good. Now my team is all mad and disheartened, and we get to go play Madrid away and get our asses kicked.
No, you're gonna use that defeat to spur on a better performance.
No. You don't lose 5-1 and come out with motivation to win the next game. You just don't. At what minute did you turn on time wasting?
I didn't. Sorry. Chandler's out for 5 weeks.
You couldn't even turn on time wasting, so you didn't. Oh man, he ran up.
Was supposed to?
Well, I mean, it's. I don't know. I just have an opinion on that. I have an opinion on that.
That 4-goal differential could help us against Copenhagen down the line. You never know.
I don't know. I just think if you're up by more than... I have a personal opinion on it. You have a different one, and that's fine. I just think if you're up by more than 3 on somebody, you put out time wasting so that you don't run up the score too badly. But if you still score when you're time wasting, then shit happens. It's just my opinion, though. That's what I do when I'm playing other teams, but you do what you do.
Duly noted.
I've always been, in every sport, one of those people who believes you don't embarrass your opponents.
Oh, we have totally differing opinions on this then.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know
Totally
I know
different
other
things.
people don't feel that way, and that's fine. In hockey, I've
Um,
always said you don't run up the score. I've
I'll
always
fit
been
you
one of
ready
those
for.
people that says that after your fourth goal, so after 4 goals that you're, or sorry, after 3 goals that you're ahead, you don't celebrate your goals anymore either.
Oh well, are you ready for a famous example?
Mm-hmm.
In the,
Totally.
I will say 2015 Women's World Cup,
Yeah.
the USA played Thailand,
Okay, I think I remember
and the
this.
USA won something like 17-0
Mm-hmm.
in a World Cup match.
Mm-hmm.
And all the people on social media, on Twitter, on Facebook, were like, "I can't believe the U.S. women's team would do this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's so disgraceful of them. I'm ashamed that my country did this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna continue to look down upon them."
Okay.
Well, there are two things about that.
Mm-hmm.
One, the first tiebreaker in the Women's World Cup that year was goal differential.
Uh-huh.
So I don't care. You keep scoring. Okay.
Okay.
Secondly, Thailand that same year in World Cup qualifying beat a team 23-0. Why is there no outrage for that?
There probably was.
You
There was.
no
You just didn't hear
no.
as much about it because it's in the U.S. I bet you there was.
I don't think anybody cared who Thailand played in, at least stateside.
I don't know. Check and see who lost. Go check their social media.
Well, let's go find out. I will.
I bet you some
While you
people
play
were.
that
I
game.
bet you some people were pissed off about it. Just maybe not as many. You're right. It comes down to which fans were paying more attention. That's probably got some truth to it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those people who thinks you don't run up the score if you don't have to. That's what I mean. Like you don't just sit back and do nothing, but like you can do
Hmm.
little things like throw on time wasting. You might still score, but at least take your time about it. Slow the pace down. Run up your other numbers. Get your possession numbers up. Doing that. That's how I look at it. That's me. It's an opinion thing, and I realize every manager's different, and that is perfectly fine. Okay, I'm going to try this one. That usually motivates them. All I can do is sit back and watch and see what my team do. Yeah, their morale was much lower after that loss. That's going to take a bite out of our performance today, I think. Good thing I didn't play my backups. Or maybe it would have been better if I did. I'm not sure. But the tactical gamble sure didn't work. 4-4-2 or 4-3-3? Nope, that did not work. I couldn't remember which of the. I've got 5 4-3-3s on there, and I know one of them is decent, but I couldn't remember which one it was, and it probably wasn't either of those. Safe to say, huh?
Right, so I got my numbers wrong. It was the 2019
Okay.
Women's World Cup.
Yeah.
USA beat Thailand 13-0. In 2018, Thailand beat Cambodia 11-0. Oh, they beat Indonesia 13-0 in a friendly.
That's a friendly. Yeah, okay, but still.
13 goals in a friendly. You really need to score 13?
Nope. Not in friendly, especially when there's no goal differential.
Exactly.
And there's Madrid going ahead.
Come on, Lingby. You can do this.
Not really.
Yes, really.
Got nothing left in the tank, it looks like. Okay, so I did that. Let's see how they responded. Focused. They're all focused. Focused isn't bad. Now I'm going to demand more. And that was pretty much our best chance at it. Now I have to make subs.
It's 6-5 in the third.
Yeah, I see the updates on my phone too. I put it on as soon as you started telling me Colorado was coming back. It's nuts. That's crazy, eh? Like what? That would be an exciting game. And not
Yes.
if you're a fan of the goalies though. last time I had it on here was 6-4, so now it's 6-5. So yeah, Colorado's gotten another one back. Nikushkin. Wow, and the third period just started?
Yes.
Oh, there's already 15 shots in the third period, and it literally just started. That game is just wide open. There's no defense being played in that one.
As long as you can score more goals than the other team. NASA is live on Twitch.
Nassau?
NASA. The National Aeronautics Space Administration.
Okay.
There is a launch in 56 minutes, and that's why they're live.
On Twitch.
On Twitch, yes.
They're really taking advantage of the different media platforms. That's good for them.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't know why you wouldn't. Good for them. I want to play my diamond, but I don't have a proper defensive midfielder for this. It's not true. I guess if yes,
Matt sent me an audio message.
Adio. Oh, I wish I had a better left backup. Who is my right backup? Don't I have a backup? Oh yeah, Gartsfield. Right, but he doesn't play defender right. He plays wing back right, which this tactic does not utilize. Ouch! I mean, only 1.5 stars there, so I really can't do that. I don't know how to salvage anything from this. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Look at this. So I should bring in Peterson for Kiergaard. Yeah, Peterson for Kiergaard. And Manal for Comancio.
Mm-hmm. 6 launch.
Okay. I'm actually going to go with God because he's still an upgrade. So I'm going to only make those 4 substitutions, switch my tactic. I'm saving my other one for extra time, and I've already put out my best penalty takers. That's planning. There. I've already substituted out onto the pitch my best penalty takers that weren't already out there. And I'm saving an extra substitution for extra time. And here we come. So that way I can put out 2 fresh players in extra time instead of just 1. Because they usually give you 1 extra sub, right? So that's going to be maybe a red card.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a red card.
Straight red for Esmeraldo. And that's why I don't use a defensive midfielder. So that's the end for us. Yep. Good run, everybody.
No, keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Oh, fine. No, that's the end. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. We're not getting a goal now. Shitty. Spirited effort. Charge down the pitch right now and score. No.
Well, you gave it your best.
Fucking straight red card. What a boner.
Liverpool lost
Yeah.
to Leipzig.
Yeah, Liverpool's not good right now in our game.
Listen, it's crazy to see that, okay?
Do you want me to demote him to my B squad for taking the straight red? That's a bit harsh.
Even I wouldn't do that.
No. It was a bad tackle. But... Well, now I feel sick. On to the next game. Who do I play now? Copenhagen away! Just in time to lose again. Yay! Yay! Let's go on a winless run. I'm gonna throw my game to Copenhagen. That's how mad I am at you. Okay, I'm gonna try to absolutely beat them.
That makes my 4-goal difference against you even all the more important.
I'm gonna let them score 9. Oh, he
Wow,
sure hit the empty
that's-
net. Oh, I guess it's near the end of the third. It wasn't the beginning of the third, but still, yeah, he sure hit the empty net.
No, the fifth goal was about 2 minutes into the third.
Yep. I see that now. I just thought that the third period had only just started.
A 12-goal game, wow.
Mm. But the team we wanted to win won. Yeah, look at that's 28 shots apiece in a 12-goal game. Those save percentages are awful.
Yeah.
It's like, who did they play? The third string goalkeepers? Let's look. So let's see. Vanacek started. He got pulled for Schmid. And Colorado played a goalkeeper I've never heard of. Justas Noonan. I've never heard of this guy. Oh, this is his first ever game.
Oh, that's why you've never heard of him.
This is his first ever NHL game. So, welcome to the league, buddy. You suck.
Oh, wow, that's harsh.
He was terrible. That was a bad first game. I gotta say it. I feel bad for him because his defense probably hung him out to dry too.
Quite possible if that's the case.
Well, Colorado, their weakness is their defense, and like I said last season, their goalkeeper made up for that. I can't believe they let him walk for nothing. Yeah.
I'm happy now.
And even then, they traded a couple of their defensemen on the deadline. Well, it's not quite the deadline, but recently. So they're not getting any better on defense. Speaking of defense, man, Gamba, I have not had a good last few games. Borset's been terrible the last few games. That'll make you feel good, right? Knowing that Borset's been playing terrible.
I'm 50-50. Part of me wants to see him do well for you, and the other part of me is just like, I wish he stayed at my team.
Oh, I wish he stayed at your team too. If he had to leave, I need him.
True.
So it worked out okay. If he'd stayed at your team, though, would have been better. Let's see. I want you to play for my B team. Is that game first? No, it's tomorrow. Cool. Copenhagen away. This is the only team that beat me prior to the loss I just took to.
To me.
I'd only had one loss, and it was to them earlier in the season. It was also away, and it was 1-0. It was a tough game. Let's see what we get out of this.
Points. Did I say points? I meant pointers on how to win. I'm kidding. You know how to win.
Not recently.
Historically, throughout the save.
Mm-hmm.
Seven 5 final.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Oh, I thought it was waiting. Don't know what the hell I'm doing there. Looking at the hockey game. So I thought it was already going into the game. Well, at least the hockey game's over. It won't distract me anymore.
Or just one.
Just have a sneaking suspicion. I don't know if they hired a manager yet, but if they did, he plays the same formation as Klopp, so that's good. Koch just kept us in the game there. Their first shot on goal was a really good chance.
Oh my gosh, guys. Two clear-cut chances early on. We missed them both. Gotta turn on the OPPDA here. Because that tells me a lot about how we're doing. That looked offsides. Oh, excuse me.
And my goal is offside. So you talking about your goal? Did you just have an offside goal?
I did.
Me too, at the exact same time. When you said that looked offsides, I'm like, are you watching my game? No. Okay. That happens a lot, though.
It does. We have 67% possession.
Wayne's long lost relative set up Angelo, and he was offside apparently. It was marginal. But Asp Jansen has just scored an onside goal, one of the nicest I think I've ever seen. Outside foot to the top corner, over the keeper's shoulder. That's the kind of thing I like to see, though.
Was that offsides?
Kiergaard off the post. Oh, it's going to try again? Nope. Couldn't win the header.
Yes. Pizzotti is in on goal. He finishes.
So you're up 1-0.
Yes.
Oh,
1-0.
Angelo just passed the ball to their keeper. Or was about to be up 2-0. But he passed the ball to their keeper. He's like, here you go. That wasn't even a shot. That was literally a pass. Okay.
That's how it happened to me many a time.
I'm about to get a penalty, but I'm not letting Angelo take it because he boffed the last one. Asp Jansen is taking this one because he's already got a goal in this game. And he deserves a second goal. In this game.
2-0.
I'm about to be up 2-0 as well. I'm that confident we're about to be up 2-0. Are you away from home?
Okay. No.
Oh, he got stopped. He got stopped. I can be as confident as I like. It doesn't make it so. That's friggin' unbelievable. Oh, shit. That's just crazy. Nuts. Penalty's supposed to be a gimme goal. That's 2 in a row that we've just.
Yeah, that's
It's pretty awful. It's pretty awful. Got a 2.58 xG and 1 goal here, so that's why I told my team they're playing poorly, even though we're up a goal, and they all agreed with me. So I like that. We're just like one moment away from this game being tied, and that's the last thing we need. Trying to help you as best as I can here, but I don't know. These guys are being annoying. Is that one onside? 2-0. There we go.
awesome.
You can check it all you want. It's already on the board, so it now counts. The game has a tell.
That it does. Right, all 5 subs in the 49th minute. What can go wrong?
Jansen.
Knock on wood.
40th minute?
48th.
48th.
49th, rather.
Oh, so you're in the second half at least. Okay. Still, though, that's a lot. Rosati, your body language is aggressive.
Jesus scores.
I should maybe not play you. No, if you're going to be aggressive, I don't want to play you. Okay, hopefully that'll carry us through to the end of this.
Penalty.
For you,
We know what that means.
goalkeeper. You said you don't get
Yes,
penalties,
sir.
though.
Well, we did this time.
Amazing. Call Guinness.
Wait, it's going to VAR, but I assume it's a penalty. What?
Nah, this is your team. You don't get penalties.
It was awarded.
Okay, that's good.
Torkelson, let's see how he does. Steps up.
A second.
Calm, cool, collected.
Did he score or not?
Maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to throw your goalie in for a PK.
Not happening. We won 3-0. So, did he score the penalty?
He did.
But this
Bottom
says
left.
this says Demar scored the penalty.
No, it was Torkelson.
Yeah, this says Mohamed Demar scored your penalty.
I'll say that. I also unchecked. Alright, let's screenshot this. So I'm going to show you something interesting.
Uh-huh.
I think it's this one. I'm not even going to check it. Alright, so look at the 4 goal scorers on the left. Pizzotti, Doak, Jesus, and Demar. And look at the goal scored
Yeah.
on the tablet on the right. You have Torkelson with a goal.
Mm-hmm. Guess we'll see who it gets credited to at the end.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but it shows Demar scored it, and he clearly did not. Hey, Brøndby doesn't even have a shot on goal. Jinx. Jinx. No clean sheet. Jinx.
Oh, Norheim. Oh, wait.
Did they score?
No, we gave him a free kick just outside our box, but nothing came of it.
God damn it.
It's okay.
No clean sheet. Oogity boogity boogity. Oogity. Oogity boogity. Oh, right. I should have gone into his game. I keep forgetting people can't just watch you right now. That's good. I'm going to remember going to games more often. So I can oogity boogity in person. Oogity boogity boogity.
No shots on target.
Kept them without a shot on target. That's good defense right there. Did Herslov play? I bet he did.
I don't think so. I don't know, actually. Let me check.
Oh, look. I've got it right here. No. No, he didn't. Wasn't even on the bench.
Oh, you know what? Probably because he wasn't on the bench for the game against you, and I just didn't change it.
Ah.
I just only moved a couple players.
That'd do it. You got 12 more goals than Copenhagen, and you're worried about losing the goal differential?
I didn't know. I didn't know it
Uh,
was that high at first.
wow.
Well, wait, no. It was only. It had to have been only 6 after the game against you, right? Because you scored 2 goals against them, and I scored 4. So that's a 6-goal swing.
Okay.
And if I'm up plus 12 now, going into that game, I was plus 6.
Still a lot.
Which, to be fair, had I lost, it could have been plus 5 or plus 4.
All right. I gotta play you once more before the end of the season.
Twice more.
Once.
Assuming we both win our cup games.
You won't.
Oof. That was harsh. Damn. I mean, you might be right, but still.
I thought your team like notoriously choked in the cup.
But we do.
Yeah. I'm not being a pessimist. I'm being a realist, or some other excuse that really doesn't fit here. Oh, you're unavailable. Wait, why are you unavailable? Nah, I'm making you available. Get your ass in there. Play. Right, so now I can pick Ling up there. That's better. Let's get the right squad out there. Let's see how they all do. 7-1. Yannick Peterson with a shellacking.
We won our reserve game as well.
Yeah? What are you in, like third?
First.
Reserve game. Reserve game. Right. Oh, Group C, right? You're in a different group. Okay. You're not in the same group as us. Got it.
You know.
I'm going to win another trophy for my managerial stockpile by winning the reserve league and cup or whatever there is. I think there's a league and a cup.
I don't know, actually.
I think I can just go look at my manager, my profile.
I think I'm gonna. Let's see. Alright. I will play for the next 2 games, and I'm gonna have to call it a night because I'm starting to close my eyes.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't need you guys hearing me snore again.
Classic.
Classically in the past as well.
No worries, man. Sounds good.
It's in the past. I'm not gonna do it again. I
Mhm.
won't let myself do it again.
Got school tomorrow? No, wait, what do you got going on? Or job, working sometime.
Hmm.
Right,
Yeah,
working man
work,
stuff, right? You're done with school.
work, working on homework tomorrow.
Wait, you do have school.
Friday. I have homework I
Friday.
have to get done.
Okay, I
Yeah.
figured, I thought you were done with school, but I'm like, no, wait, you still had a little bit more to do.
Hmm.
So now you're
I
working
have.
and school, both at the same time. Oh, that's rough.
I didn't tell you I got a part-time job.
You did. You told me you got a job, but just
Oh, okay.
now it's occurring to me that you're doing work and school,
Yeah.
and I had forgotten about that. And I'm like, yeah, well, no, now you're adulting. How is adulting
Again,
going for you?
sucks.
Don't worry.
It's not fun.
When I win that lottery, I'm going to hire you to be a full time FM player with me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're going to be paid to play games with me.
I
That'll be your job.
okay with that.
I'll
You
get you
don't have
playing
to tell me
Conan for
twice.
sure then.
I'll get Matt in on it too. How's that?
Totally.
His favorite team. His favorite two teams are Preston and Chelsea.
Nice, nice.
Um,
If he's
he
got the
every
time though,
he-
because he's still got work, right? So,
I don't know. He works more hours than I do,
exactly. So you might not have time for it, but
and he doesn't
He's right.
like FM.
exactly, there's that as well. He said he likes FIFA better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't like it when I beat him though. So
At FIFA?
yeah.
Oh,
Um,
oh, muffin.
although there are some games where he'll beat me,
Mhm.
but I like to think that I win about 70% of the games.
Can't you just play co-op and get along?
No,
I
no,
think co-op's the
it
best.
wouldn't work.
Co-op's the best.
I did. I was never a fan of co-op games, if I'm honest.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Co-op games like on FIFA.
I like it. It was always my favorite.
Co-op shooting games, definitely, I'd do it. But
No, I liked playing FIFA on co-op. I like playing the NHL series on co-op. That was always the most fun for me.
okay,
Yep.
we've played a couple of games on NHL. That was 50-50.
The only one I could not play co-op is Madden because like that game's just terrible for co-op because you got the quarterback has the ball. Well, who's the other player going to be? A receiver? You can't even see yourself on the field. It's like,
True.
I did not like playing co-op on Madden. That didn't work. NHL was my favorite, but I love playing co-op on FIFA. Love it. Yeah.
Almost put some water. Yeah, just co-op wasn't always for me. My
No worries.
ex-player just got an assist against me.
Ah, well. Not enough steak dinners when he was at your team, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you had
Not doing too well here.
if you had greased his pockets a little better, he might not have done that to you.
You're probably right.
I just scored, and I was up 2-0 on aggregate coming into this game, but it still says I'm only up 2-0 on aggregate.
Oh, you played a cup game.
Yeah. The second leg. But I'm just trying to figure out why this still says 2-0 on aggregate when I won the last game 2-0 and I'm up 1-0 here. It should say 3-0. I am confused. Okay, let's go and make absolutely sure that that's what I won that last game by. Yeah, I beat them. Wait, that's here. This is the final first. Wait, what? Whoa! Something confusing is happening here.
Hold on. Let's see.
My schedule says I played
Yeah, I see it.
the second leg here, and now I'm playing the first leg. But I don't know. What?
Oh, hold on a second. I think I know why. Schedule.
What the fuck?
What date was the second leg?
March 17th, more than a month ago. I'm guessing the Champions League probably pushed the second or the first leg later, but they didn't rename it or something. I honestly don't know. This
That's
is
what I'm checking now. And for some reason,
so confusing, but it's not adding to the total of my scores here. That's weird.
you did not play on the 17th.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Honestly, this is very, very confusing. It says I'm playing the first leg now, and I've already played the second leg. So I'm like, okay,
So we know the future.
in a way, but also, why is it not compiling my score onto the aggregate?
I don't know.
Yeah. Because I clearly won 2-0, and I saw it said 2-0 in aggregate coming into the game, and I've scored in this game, and it still says 2-0 in aggregate. Okay, I've scored again. Let's see what happens. It's 2-0 in this game, and it still says 2-0 in aggregate. That's a good trick. Are they just going to straight up not count any of my goals from this game?
I don't know. I really don't.
That's a good trick right there. Like this is going to be a really funny thing to find out at the end. Is exactly what went wrong and how it's going to look. Okay, I'm going to make a bunch of substitutions. Because I feel like we've got this game well in hand. Or at least we've got, in aggregate, we've got this well in hand. Since we technically should be up 4-0 here. But usually it adds the score to the aggregate score as you score. And it's not doing it, so.
We are down 2-0.
Okay, I've scored again. So it's 3-0. Should be 5-0 in aggregate. Let's see if it counts them all at the end. I'm on time wasting, so it should go a little quicker now. There's the end. Okay, so dressing room. That was well done. Ba ba ba. Game.
I'm not streaming.
This is what's in right.
Yeah.
Okay, did add it up. So you're also playing a cup game, no?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed in about 15 minutes. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want you to them to hear it. I don't want them to hear it. I'm still on a call. I'm just not streaming my end. All right.
It just says you're also playing a cup game, but it's like not.
No, mine's a league game. But we play the same team in the cup.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, let me see now. But this says this is the quarterfinal. Okay, and you're up 2-0 on them? Yeah, all right. All right.
Wait, it says I'm up?
You're up 3-0 on them now. Oh, wait, that was me. Sorry, you were losing 2-1 to them.
Yes, I still am.
But it's got it here under the cup, not under the league.
Interesting.
But you're definitely not playing a cup game right now.
Okay, let's make these substitutions.
Yeah. So you haven't even played your first or second leg against Viborg.
No, because that's in the next round.
Okay. All right. So this is what it was waiting for. It was waiting for me to play this. Then it'll be the semifinal. Got it.
Yes, you are in the quarterfinals right now.
Yeah. It's finally wrapping that up. It looks like we were holding the tournament back. Now, it all makes sense now.
Damn you.
I something to
Damn
do with
you.
Champions League. It looks like one of our first leg was. But yeah, at the end here it does say 5-0 aggregate, but I want to see if it registers the whole thing afterwards. Anyway, what minute are you in?
Demar with the free kick.
59. Well, that's lots of time. These are the games, though. These are the games that make me scratch my head. I'm like, look at you charging up the table, beating everybody, and then you lose to some nobody team. Well, they're not nobody; they're top 6, but this is not a team that should be beating you. Look at the numbers. Damn. Yeah, you should be smashing these guys. All right, threaten to take their stakes away.
Okay.
See, you played a bunch of backups though too.
Here's the equalizing goal right here.
Should be. Sure. Doak. Pass. Oh! The right back just barely missed there. That was a hell of a try from a sharp angle.
2.3 xG.
Mm-hmm. No, I see it. Get mad at them. You're doing shouts, I imagine, like berate and demand more. Okay. Pick it up, you bums. Although, yeah, like I said, I see you played a bunch of backups. It's an interesting decision.
Demar.
Not for lack of trying. Demar again. Nobody's on
1,
the near
2,
post.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nobody's on the near post, but that's because you're not going for the near post. Oh, that was a good effort too. Holy shit! You got a 5th substitution if you want to make it, unless you don't have another stoppage.
We're not gonna.
Okay. What
Oh,
the hell
Doak.
happened? I thought it was worse when Gronerud didn't just stick it in.
30 shots, 13 on target, 3.4.
Yeah,
2
3.42
xG.
XG now. 60% possession. It's not as bad as our game. It's like I dominated every number but the goals. And wow. Oh, sickening. Still got time. Tie it up right here on this rush. Snag a point at least, right?
Doak.
There it is.
Doak. Oh.
All right. At least you'll get 1 point, if nothing else.
Yeah.
It's not a great game, but
Copenhagen lost, so that's okay.
getting a point in an away game playing a lot of backup players isn't the worst thing. It really isn't.
But to be fair, we should be winning this game. 3.66 xG was the
Oh
score.
yeah, that's gross. That's just gross. That was definitely a bad finishing performance by your team. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So we're 4 points ahead with 6 games to play. Is it 32? Yeah, it's 32.
Nice. So yeah, Michelin beat Copenhagen, so there that puts you 4 points ahead of them. That's reasonably safe, but I don't put it past you to drop points to some other nobody club. So let's rip roar all the way. So let's see, you play Michelin, then you play Copenhagen directly, but at home. Actually, you play them twice. Yeah, second place is in your hands. You still have 2 games against. You still have 2 games against them. Even if you draw both of them, you have a pretty strong chance of finishing ahead of them.
Okay. Andrew is suspended. Okay.
Wait. With this many games left, I should play them once more too, right? Oh yeah.
Once, maybe even twice.
No, just once. Yeah. Play them just once more. Only play you once more. I have 2 more against Brøndby, 2 against Michelin. And then one each of the rest of them.
Transfer deadline. Oh, free transfer deadline. Okay.
Koch on the verge of Lyngby clean sheet milestone. So it looks like my little gamble with a rookie goalkeeper is paying off.
Yeah.
He has
I'd
developed
say.
really fast this season. It's great. Baptism by fire. Oh, that's really nice. Wanted. No. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, I've got a 3-year extension clause on him with a 500 million release clause. So yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Frankie has been injured for 6 weeks. 4 weeks, rather. Francisco Di Francisco Antonio. I always stumble on that name.
It's okay. It's a big one. That's
Yeah.
darn it. I'm gonna stop there.
Yep, good, because we both have a dirty mind, I bet.
Okay, now I can't stop there. I was gonna be like, that's a big one. It's a mouthful.
That's what she said.
Oh shit.
Um,
That is a really long
Gotta
name.
love
Though.
it.
I remember the first time I saw that player, and I was just like, "What the hell did you do? Who have you bought?" But yeah, that's one of those entertaining names. Let's see. Semi-final against Northland on Wednesday, but today is Viborg FF. So how many games are there?
32 in the league.
32. So 7 more games. That's 21 points, and I am up by 11 only now. Yeah, so winning the league is going to take a bit here still. All right, so prioritizing the league. Wait, this is an away game? Oh, this makes this tough to navigate. I have nothing but away games coming up for a little bit here. 3 of them in a row.
That means you'll have 3 home games. Hopefully 2.
Let's look. So Northland home, Brøndby home, Copenhagen home. You're right.
Yes.
And then I play away, home, and we're done. No, home, and then yeah. Then we're done. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna play my B team then. I kind of got to. Everybody is so tired. Like their match loads are ridiculous right now. That's fine. I haven't played my backups at all since we started playing today. So we'll get this game done. And I have to give a player a number. Ooh.
Ooh.
I guess this is the first game for somebody. Morten Jensen. Really?
Wait, they have the ball 4 minutes in. Across into the box, and we're down 1-0. But we have the ball. Damar Pizzotti is saved.
No! Losers. Was Was that enough?
I guess so.
Thanks. Good. I put a lot of effort
No
into
problem.
that one. Okay.
Orland with the yellow card.
Nowzers again.
That one was a bit better.
Really? Oh, see, I thought I took something off of that one. I'm glad that it was an actual improvement.
Oh, look up.
So I guess I have you as an option for B teams. Anyway, I wanted to make sure I remembered to put those guys on my B team, or I'm going to forget before next week. This is a colorful game. It feels like Christmas. We are in all dark red, and then they are in all green and a little bit of white. So it's very festive looking. Peterson and Gog running in and oh, Peterson! What a finish! Yay! I'm gonna go get a new drink and celebrate that. Okay, I got a new drink. Now I can hydrate.
Nice.
Yeah.
They got a red card.
Good.
Did you get down?
Peterson again. What a goal, Yannick Peterson. Damn, dude. You just keep doing that
We
stuff.
tied it up.
Oh,
Bizzotti.
awesome. That's also awesome.
It's not even halftime yet.
Does it need to be? Yeah, I just hit halftime. Up 2. So. But you're having a good game, and that's what you need.
Bizzotti just missed a clear-cut chance.
Oh! Cut him. He's off the team. And their
Not
goalkeeper and their defender ran into each other and left the ball sitting there, so my striker just tapped it in.
We're up 2-1 now.
That's the first time I've seen that. Their goalkeeper and defender ran into each other in their box, going for the ball. And the ball was just sitting there, so we just kind of, boop, taps it into the empty net.
Nice.
Yeah. It's probably the easiest goal that Boykotzia is ever going to score. Oh, Zegers scores a penalty, so 4-0. I'm sorry, I wasn't fast enough. I was up 3 and I was going to put my keeper in, but it went by too quickly. I didn't realize what had happened until...
That's okay. Bizzotti missed another clear-cut chance, this time closer.
Sub him off.
No, he's going to get cut.
Oh, now he's getting cut? Okay.
Yeah, you missed 2 clear-cut chances that my niece can finish.
You're off the
You're
team?
getting cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
That my niece can finish. Ooh. Damn.
Yeah.
When you cut deep. My niece can finish. I'm damn. All right, a bunch more backups are going to go onto the pitch because we're dominating this game. That'll be a debut for that Jensen guy. Right, I remember buying him now because I was like, man, I don't have enough central midfielders for the bench on my B team, nor do I have enough starters for the second team. So I bought him, and now he's playing at the top club.
Ooh, I almost tied it up on the brink of halftime.
What's the score?
2-1. Us.
Oh, they got it. Okay, I thought you were up 2-0 for some reason.
I am. What did I just say?
You said 2-1 us,
Yeah. Yep.
and I thought
Did
you were
they?
up 2-0.
Oh, okay. They scored first.
Oh, that's okay. I missed that one. Some I was probably getting a drink at that time.
It's all good.
Right. Yeah. The only two goals I heard about were yours, so I just assumed it was 2-0. But I was probably getting a drink when they scored, just as well. Oh, that was really close. Stephenson trying to get his first big league goal. My B team just won 5-0 away to Viborg.
Damn. That makes my team look even worse.
Like he beat my starting 11 5-1. So yeah, but you just drew these guys. And my B team beat them 5-0. Smashed them, really. Beat them like a rented mule. I'm going to terminate all of these trials. Because, yeah.
Offsides. He did not look offsides.
And yet here we are.
Oh no. Over the bar. Okay. 3.4 XG.
Mm-hmm. And how many have you scored?
2.
Yeah, there's something going on with your finishing there.
It's Pizzotti's fault. He missed 2 clear-cut chances.
Okay. Yep, you don't want that.
Let's see. Can he miss a third?
Sure you can.
Yes.
Yes, he can. Okay. Should he miss a third? No. Can
No.
he? Absolutely.
Oh, look. They scored off of it.
That's insult to injury right there. That makes it 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty. Damn them. Damn them.
Are we going to concede again? Paul is trying to shoot from outside the box. Pizzotti
Oh,
Fourth clear-cut chance.
it's 3-2.
No. Yes, it is. They scored twice in like 5 minutes.
Freaking assholes. Sorry. Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
assholes. Michelin. Well, they're right in the fight, actually. They're only 2 points behind
Wolverhampton is on a
Copenhagen.
6.3.
That's one of his worst games. From a usually very reliable player.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Like I said, these guys are right there. They're only 2 points behind Copenhagen. They're in the fight. So if they beat you, they'll only be 3 points behind you.
Yep. Oh well.
Michelin. Man, they're actually trying to make a fight out of this, like a race.
Yeah. 3-3-2. Whatever.
All right. Well, next week will be better.
Yeah.
That's a tough loss, though, especially when you had that game. Bit of a topsy turvy. The one 1-0 for them, 2-1 for you, 3-2 for them. You know,
All right.
get them next time.
I am good.
All right. Until next week.